Wayne's World is brought to you by Noah's Arcade. Party on, Wayne.
Hey! Wayne's World, party time. Excellent.
It's Friday. It's 11:30. It's time to party with your excellent host, Wayne Campbell. And with him, as always, is Garth.
Party on, Wayne, and party on, Garth.
Wayne's World.
Okay, welcome to Wayne's World. Party on, Garth.
I guess.
Why is it that when a man kills another man in battle, it's heroic, but when he kills another man in the heat of passion, he's a murderer?
Hey,
You know what I loved about you know what I
wait.
loved-
Let me answer that.
Good question if you think about it.
No. Let me answer that. Same reason why that if you stab a man in the heat of winter, steam will rise out of his body.
The indigenous people said that the spirit is.
Yeah, that it was a spirit leaving.
I swear that is the most white man shit
I know what you want.
ever.
You want to get him.
No, I'm going to file a grievance with my union.
No. I got you. No, yeah, I know what you like. You like to get even. Rip is still beating hard out of his chest and hold it in front of his face so you can see how black it is before he dies.
No, bro.
I'm just going to file a grievance with my union. It's a sick world.
No, wait. As soon as he said, I was just going to file grievances with the union, here's me. Well, the world is a twisted place.
Ed O'Neill knows how to play the perfect guy that hates his life and just says funny ass shit. Because when he said that shit, I was like, that's a good question. Why is it murder?
Chris. Don't that's how Ted Bundy got away with half of the shit. But he makes a good point. That's a good paradox.
If you really think about it, you're running a mid-level donut shop in Chicago.
It's mid-level because it's owned by a celebrity. And
Right.
It's a hockey player.
You're right.
It's
Yeah,
the
you're
most
old.
whitest thing ever. Like, I kind of, when I think about
it looked
I
dope,
just
though.
let you continue, because I feel like,
In 1992, that shit did look dope. Like, I actually want to
Y'all want to know something? Y'all want to know something?
The drinks.
We
hey,
were not. Here's the funny thing.
got to.
It's weird with, like, Aurora is not small town suburbia. That's a big suburb.
No, it's not.
It's
big
almost
suburbs.
a city. It's almost a city at this point. But we grew up in the suburbs. There was something about the '90s and suburbs that we're never going to get back. Because there was like a quaintness about it.
Well,
You know what I
because
mean?
if you think about
Just the
like,
way every.
here's
Like,
a good-
that's like the suburbs to me hasn't changed much. It's just more people live there.
no, okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this:
It's what became it's what we call now soda.
if you
No, that's the douchebags that got good jobs that came from another state. That's the gentrified part. Like, I love Washington D.C. I've lived here for the last 5 years and it's lovely. Where are you from? I'm originally from Minnesota,
Now, here's the thing, though. There are, if you
but
live
I
in
want to
DC,
say how to change stuff around here now.
there are spots in this area, in DC area, that give off like suburban stuff. Like when you think back to like what Riverdale used to be before it got built up and stuff, Riverdale kind of had
Riverdale
that vibe.
was like that.
It was like that to a degree. I would say Greenbelt to a point.
Shit, to be really honest with y'all, Camp Springs stuff and Clinton got that same vibe, had that same vibe.
Oh yeah, when I first
like I said though, it's just more people.
when I first moved, I moved to Clinton in '89. It was like definitely on some Aurora. Like you had hardware store, you had Hog on the Hill, you had was it
down
Mama
street.
Stella's Italian
Stella's.
restaurant.
Yeah. Now
Mama Stella's still around though.
Yep,
Shout out
still
to
kicking.
up the street. Now see, up the street from y'all where I lived down in Camp Springs, Remember Topolino's is still there. Remember the big hardware store where the farm is at? Remember that
Yeah.
used to be a big lumber yard, man.
Yeah.
All that's gone.
It's that small town, like you have your suburban
Yeah.
neighborhoods, but you have like the mom and pop stuff, and like was it Stanley Ditko, whatever the hockey player was?
Stanley McKenna.
McKenna. Yeah.
McKenna?
That whole place,
I don't
it
know who
looks
that is.
like, look, they rep it's Paramount because they own King's Dominion at one point. They Wayne's World was a Paramount. Yeah, was it? Yeah, Paramount.
Yeah, all the Paramount parks around the country.
Yeah.
They had.
So Wayne's World,
because-
Wayne's World had their own little same donut shop and everything. It looked dope as hell when you think about it. It's like,
Now the
looks
one in
good.
Kings Dominion, is the one in Virginia. They had their
The
rival,
hurler.
the hurler. Now here's the funny thing. I know down in North Carolina, Carowinds at one point was a Paramount Park too, and they had the hurler down there, and they ended up tearing that shit down. I forgot what they turned it into, but that's what I knew, that Paramount owned different parks. And by the time I could really understand what that meant, Paramount was out of the music park business like that.
Yeah. And the thing of it is, like, that whole donut shop is a character in and of itself in the movies, if you think about it.
Yeah,
So we
man,
say
it
all
really
that.
is.
So we say all that to say, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking Wayne's World here on Three Black Geeks.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
I'm DJ Sue, CJ, and D. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on all socials.
You know, if we're
Let's go, gentlemen.
taking it old
Extreme
school, I mean,
close-up.
if we're taking it back to our roots and stuff, I think at one point we always talked about certain white movies that, do black people watch that? And Wayne's World was one of them. And I always said, yeah, I think black people know about Wayne's World. I don't know if they were fans.
Yeah, nigga was in this film, and I loved it.
And I'm fine with
Same.
that.
We don't have to be in every space. Shit like this, I better not see my color anywhere unless we are background character or security guard. I don't need to see it.
This is one of those instances. Here's the thing. This is one of those instances
is-
where, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, this is one of those movies where, once again, like Twister, I did not need to be seen.
I don't want to see myself.
I didn't
Like,
need to
I
be
feel these
seen.
people
Hold on,
fighting.
wait,
Where am I?
Wait, hang on. I did not need to be seen in order to identify with a character. You actually identify with somebody in this movie, regardless of race.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, as like black folks, there are certain white movies that will sit there and say, you know, I actually enjoy that movie. Wayne's World is like, I felt weird to be saying, yo, I actually like Wayne's World 1 and 2. Those are funny movies to me. Like, I'm the weird one that still likes the first Blues Brothers. People are like, how old are you? And I'm like, it's the Blues Brothers. Like, what do you want me to say? Like,
I'm sorry. If you are black and you're a millennial and you don't like Blues Brothers, two things. A, you really wasn't raised up around white people shit like that at all.
which is fine.
Or B, your parents didn't raise you to know what good music is. Therefore, you don't respect that movie. Blues Brothers is fun. I ain't said the second one.
We don't talk about
we
Blues
don't
Brothers
need to.
2000.
We don't need to.
That was a cash grab for everybody. Let's
That
just
was
be
a cash
real.
grab for everybody. Shout out to Erykah Badu not putting no soul in her voice when she was in that movie.
BB King just pops up in it like, oh,
Like,
I'm
here's a
in.
check.
A cash grab
Better
they
check
waited.
that now.
A cash grab that they waited an entire 2 decades long for that.
2 decades.
Oh man, like look,
Lucian
my
had-
thing is,
Lucian had an OD 20 years ago. Let's put out another one. Come on, dog.
and that's my thing. Like Wayne's World 1 and 2 were one of those movies that, in a way, I felt it emboldened my wanting to listen to rock music.
Agreed.
It did for me. Because to me, it's so funny. Because I was raised up in church, I was always, you always had that little stigma because you're a kid, you don't know no better. That rock music was the devil. Now, here's the funny thing. I know now when they say
That
rock
is white
music,
people shit.
like I said, now I
devil.
know when they say rock music the devil, they mean all secular music. But to me, I thought they specifically meant rock music. Now, yeah, some of that stuff, if you look at it like Judas Priest and you just hear everybody's smoking and the devil's
Or
rising
Slayer.
up, you think that's satanic music as a kid. So I never really did. You know what got D into music, into rock music? Eris, Eris, everybody watching, Chris, I'd like to introduce y'all to D's actual first crush. I had to sit and think. Oh my God, Tia Carrera was probably one of the first women I actually fell in love with.
Filipino woman.
Is she Hawaiian? Wait a minute, is she Filipino? I thought she was Hawaiian.
Either Filipino. Well, I'm getting somebody else mixed up with being Filipino. I thought she was.
You're thinking of Lou Diamond Phillips, that gorgeous man.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Tia Carrera is the Relic Hunter. I watched the hell out of that show.
Tia Carrera was also in that one that one Seagal movie, as I like to say, stereotypical Japanese bitch.
I mean,
Tia Carrera.
Samoan.
She's Samoan.
Yeah, she's yes. Hold on, but wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a second. She is of Filipino descent, though.
So Filipino Hawaiian.
So hold on, Filipino and
she was born in Hawaii. But real talk, nigga, she Filipino.
Yeah,
that's a Samoan in there.
Sir, her name is Althea Ray. Wait, I'm not even gonna butcher this. Duhino Janario.
Okay, Filipino.
That's
Filipino.
Right.
She's got four names.
That's
known professionally as Tia Carrera. So
and Chris, we know Samoans and how proud they are. I don't see a falafel Filipino, and not Filipino like falafel.
Jesus.
What's the one I know is it to suicide sopo. I don't see none of that.
All I'm saying is, why does Tia Carrera look like Kimora Lee Simmons, like Tether, at this point?
I need you to stop.
I need you to get that evil off my sexy.
Please
put them side by side right now and see and tell me where's the lie.
I refuse.
All right. Everybody of age.
Wait a minute, D.
Imagine a baby fat
D. Wait a minute.
Jacket on her.
Wait a minute. I just refuse to have the two of them side by side fighting on top of that donut shop, and then one being told, "You're pretty good."
Airs. I'm gonna be real.
Please listen to our Metal Gear Solid 4 podcast.
Hey, yo, listen to me.
Yes.
I know what you like. You down on the bottom like this. Let them fight. let them fight. Eris don't like Kimora Lee Simmons. But Paul. I know Eris don't like Kimora. But Eris, I know you, dog.
Angry smash.
Hey. We all know. Hey, D. We all know that's what Digimon Hansu was doing to get that kid out of her. Oh, yes. Digimon Hansu made sure to shoot the club up before they broke it off.
Well, according to him, he's still struggling to make ends meet. So
that's
was it worth it?
That's a working man.
Was it worth it? Out of all the movies that man has been in, was it worth it?
Probably not, but he's still working.
Probably not.
Man came out and said, I am still struggling to make ends meet just to get by.
He was sitting back looking at Ridley Scott like, "Hey, Gladiator 2, bring me back."
Someone in the comment section of that of that article had the nerve to say, "I thought Blood Diamond had him set for life."
You know they gave that nigga a ham sandwich and $25,000.
First off, Blood Diamond was a movie to spread awareness. All right,
that's all.
So white people of crimes that
no bullshit. No, because no, D, you're joking. When that movie came out, fucking Leonardo DiCaprio was the front runner of like Blood Diamonds. It's so bad. These people are slaves for the. And I'm like, are they serious? Are they serious?
Dog.
Why?
White people, y'all gotta understand. When Blood Diamond came out, every white person,
like,
how is this still happening in the world?
As they're wearing an actual Blood Diamond on their face.
Like this. Why didn't nobody ever tell us about this shit? No bullcrap, y'all. Wow. Look, no bullcrap, y'all. Why has nobody ever told us about this? Michael Jackson. I done told white people about this shit years ago.
I'm I'm like, hold up, nigga. I put out 4 songs.
Yeah, the voice got that voice.
But nah, they really, Blood Diamond, they were really
Make no
taking that
sense.
shit
Like that.
serious on some awareness shit. Like, I'm like, bro.
Hey, Chris, now it's time for D not to be shit. I can do it because I love Michael Jackson. No, nigga, put all of the fucking volume in that. Come on now, damn. You trying to party?
But going back to it, like Wayne's World 1 and 2, you wouldn't like. It's just one of those movies that you didn't see.
I remember getting clowned out by somebody in my life for liking Wayne's World 2. I don't remember why, but I remember saying, "Oh, that's a white people movie." I don't know who it was.
Look,
Somebody.
I have to tell people I have a very silly sense of humor at times. So it's like for me, like Wayne's World 1 and 2, fucking Pee-wee's Big Adventure, it's goofy shit that's actually funny.
I put Wayne's World in the same category as, all the others that came from Saturday Night Live. It's a Saturday Night Live movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one too.
It's a good one, but still, it's a Saturday Night Live movie nonetheless.
This is a pure Saturday Night Live movie.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
This is one of the spinoffs. We had other spinoffs. We had Superstar.
This is the second one, but this is the second one that they did.
Superstar Ladies Man. This one, it's Pat.
Blues Brothers.
I feel like there was another skit that was done off of Saturday Night Live. I can't remember. Oh, Night at the Roxbury's.
Yep.
Night at the Roxbury. And let's just keep it real. These are more like original spinoffs. Both Black Sheep and Tommy Boy.
Yeah,
they were
because in a way.
No, I'm only adding them in the sense of we're putting in 2 people from SNL who were still working at SNL at the time.
Now,
on top of that, some of the other actors and like co-stars that were in the movies were also on SNL.
Yeah, and I think that what also benefited, like, especially
I just call them unofficial.
Yeah, because it's kind of crazy. Like we talked earlier about Blues Brothers, that was like in a Saturday Night Live movie. And because even when you watch, Blues Brothers definitely, like to your point, Sue, is like a Saturday Night Live movie, but it's done in such a way that it still feels like a movie. Like, it's a Saturday Night Live skit, Saturday Night Live skit, but they somehow were able to write it into like a 90-minute movie. Basically.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, just a simple plot. And that's it. And Wayne's World plot is literally just like a Saturday Night Live skit. It's like, and also peak 90s because number one, Rob Lowe playing a scummy guy. Color me shot because Rob Lowe knows how to play those kind of.
A scummy executive. Who knew?
Now, there was a reason why behind this. Now, it's kind of funny. Rob Lowe, during this time in the 90s, was getting over a sex scandal.
Oh, yes.
And the jobs were not coming. Yep. Luckily for him, somebody at Paramount was like, I can get you something, but it probably ain't going to be great. And that's when he got with Wayne's World. And him getting in Wayne's World is actually also how he got onto Tommy Boy, because he was still under the same scrutiny when he did Tommy Boy. But because of those 2 movies, Rob Lowe says, oh, they kind of saved his career. They kind of bounced him out.
Like people forget
being up under that scandal. It actually worked.
People forget sex scandals in the 90s was definitely like that could either end your career or you on TV afterwards.
Oh yeah,
which people again
not good TV.
Yeah, and this was 1992.
Like think about it like this. We talk about now cancel culture and shit. I don't even want to get into that, but like it's like it was literally like it like Dee said. It's like, bro, TV was looked at as lower form of like just media. Like if you did TV, it's like, ew, nigga, like the fuck. No.
Let me say it. Still kind of is depending on who you are and what show you're doing.
Exactly. So if you're doing an FX show, all right,
prestige.
If you're on a CBS show that's not in the top 4,
that's not on prime time.
That's not even a prime time slot. If you're on a CBS comedy show, I guess you're this for the rest of your career.
Or the rest of your career is doing 1 season only TV shows.
Oh no, but think about it like this though. In the 90s, when you only had like 5 stations and stuff, like ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC,
That
and
was
you were
it.
on TV, that was it. And then
The
it was
only-
it was that, or maybe you might get lucky on a cable network like
I'm
Hallmark
about to say,
Channel.
no.
It better be a
No, we
premium
talked
channel.
about
That's
this.
all I can say.
I was about to say we talked about this. Remember, we said that it was Shelly went through it and some other girl went through it. The reason why they was on Red Shoe Diary and What's Her Face was because their name was dirt everywhere else, and they had no choice but to do these primetime shows. In fact, there is a couple of guests that were on Duckman were on there because their career was in the dirt. There are even the Simpsons to a degree for a couple of people. Like, put it this way. Ernest Borgnine was never a low tier person, but the nigga had no work. So when he showed up on The Simpsons, it was like, hey, yo, Ernest Borgnine's on this.
But that's the thing about Rob Lowe, though,
Think
because
about it, Ernest. That's like, think about, all right.
Nigga,
for
Cabby.
everybody.
Cabby is on The Simpsons.
Think about it, y'all. Like, what if Liam Neeson showed up on Bob's Burgers next year? He'd be like, damn, for real, Liam? It was like that. It's like that.
And the thing is with Rob Lowe, you got to think about it. Rob Lowe was part of the Brat Pack. He was the guy. And this sex scandal, his career would have been done.
Oh, yeah. And especially back then, man. A lot of remember, this is also during that time where River Phoenix died. Not too long ago.
Viper Room.
Yeah, in the Viper Room. And then you had all those kids that in that group. A lot of them were growing up, and a lot of them were getting the door slammed on their fingers. And then you had people like Spader, who was like, I'm not a part of y'all no more. And then you had the people getting on drugs like Robert. So it was everybody was in their own little ish at that time.
And then you had the ones that didn't know how to turn it off. So come on, Mr. Furlong. Are you gonna do this thing or what?
I'm gonna be a star one day.
Sure you are, sir. Sure you are.
Hey, Corey, both of you, put the coke down. I know Michael Jackson. Yes, he's the one that gave you the coke. We know. Let us go.
Wild ironic that Corey Feldman is the guy that blew.
Corey Feldman was going to be the one that was going to live.
No. What I'm saying is
ass work. I love it, D. Thank you.
I appreciate the but also the fact that it's wild that Corey Feldman was the guy that was like during the Me Too. That was like, oh man, I've been telling y'all guys this shit for years and y'all didn't believe me. Now you believe me? Like it was like there was a vindication that Corey Feldman had on his face. Like I told you.
It was like, oh, for you.
How many times do I gotta keep telling you this lesson, old man?
Pretty much.
Oh man, Corey, you ain't saying that because Michael Jackson beat your booty hole up. That's the reason why you saying that. No, I've been telling y'all he wouldn't, and the real killers is out there. Now y'all see 2 Netflix documentaries. All of a sudden, Corey ain't crazy.
And Michael Jackson was a good man.
He was a good man. I don't know about that. I saw a Netflix documentary that said otherwise.
No. We're gonna don't put that disgrace on Netflix. That disgrace will forever belong to HBO. And HBO backpedaled the fuck out of that shit.
I like how HBO was like, nah, because they tricked us.
But also, guys, is this a movie where we have a DeLuise that we've done?
What?
Because Dom DeLuise's son is in this movie.
Well, we remember actually Dom DeLuise's son was in what's the name too? Was in Robin Hood Men in Tights, and we did.
He was.
And we already talked about Dom DeLuise twice before. So
you're right. You're right.
About the DeLuise family. Now the people we haven't talked about let's talk about it right now. Mike Myers. Mike Myers is weird because I don't think he's funny, but I think he's funny. Like, I think his characters are funny. I think he kind of he does a lot of jokes that try to force laughter. You know what I mean? Because he'll do little things where he'll stare at the camera for a reaction. It's like, hey, Mike, this is a movie. You don't have to fucking do that. You're not on live.
Mike Myers, for my money, he did go with Austin Powers. Shrek gave him second life. If he didn't do Shrek, the Love Guru would have killed his fucking career.
Oh, yeah.
I think it already kind of did.
No. Because when he did Love Guru, Shrek came in and it just.
Can D say something? Mike Myers put out a movie not too long ago.
Didn't help.
Just like,
He didn't learn no lesson from the Love Guru.
which is
Mike,
ironic
which I
because
feel like because Mike is so here's the funny thing. I think he's smart because he wants to make sure everything that comes out of his character's mouths are aligned with the character, aligned with everything. He's very tactile about the story that he's in and all the rest of that. I can respect that. I understand why directors say they have a tough time dealing with him. And it's like, good Lord, he needs somebody to reel him in.
because
It ain't like, see, you can have that with Jim Carrey. And with all the with Jim Carrey being a method actor and all that, you know what you're going to get with that.
Yeah.
Mike, you're like a level 4 actor. You can't do this crap.
Oh, actually, you know what, Sue? You're right. Okay, you were right about the Love Guru. It should have killed it because I think when he did Love Guru, he just came off Shrek 3. I got the dates mixed up. What saved him was when he did that little surprise turn in Inglourious Bastards. Because you remember everybody was like praising him, like, "Oh man, Mike Myers is back. He's actually very funny and da 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 and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
What I said, hold on, and guess who he was dealing with? Somebody that was way more tactile than him. But don't say that, Mike. Do what I tell you to do. You know, or like do what I say, but I don't want to show my feet. No, not that one. What I said. So, like I said, there's a reason why, Chris, he was dealing with somebody
if you want to
way bigger than him.
If we're talking Mike Myers, who got consistent, Dana Carvey, I feel so bad for because Dana Carvey, to me, again, he's silly funny, but when he did that fucking, what the fuck was the name of that shitty ass movie?
Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise.
That
was a to his career.
Boy,
if you say he has a career,
Dana
like
Carvey was one of the better impersonators. Not a good one. He was one of the better.
Oh,
ones.
His Bush.
His Bush, his Perot, his Johnny Carson. His Johnny Carson was really good. He did a couple other people. He ain't coming to mind.
The church
right now,
lady shit had
the
me.
The church lady was great. Like Dana Carvey had some characters and actually had something too, but. I think that movie really did kind of it just stopped everything. I remember they had him on the way of making like little variety shows and all that. Didn't go nowhere. Like a lot of stuff could have in another Earth. Maybe Dana Carvey worked, but not in this one. That's the best way of saying.
No, but Dana Carvey's fine. I mean, as you can see, he came
out
a lot
of voiceovers.
Like no, not even that, Chris. He came out for the GDC. And gave that full explanation of the specs of the PS5.
Ah, yeah, he did. I'm not even. Sue is not joking.
I totally am. I mean, the dude representing Sony, giving the specs on the PS5.
Just like Dana Carvey.
Uncannily like Dana Carvey in Wayne's World.
That's why I started rubbing my face like it was a double take. It was a bit of a double take. I will say this also about Dana Carvey. Okay, a good example of Dana Carvey not getting over and some shit. There's this skit.
Dana Carvey on the Scottie Pippen contract.
They did have him on the Scottie Pippen contract.
The Scottie Pippen contract, yo.
Yes, they did. Let's make that very clear. Him and Chris Kattan. Yes, him and Chris Kattan were both on the Scottie Pippen contract. The only person that got that Scottie Pippen contract and did something was Tim Meadows. Okay,
I'm gonna stop right here. Pause right real quick. I don't understand the praise of Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan was only funny on that show and nowhere else. I like Chris Kattan, but his humor didn't go nowhere outside of SNL.
He had a very punchable face.
Very punchable face. I think that's why he made him so good. Like the only time he was
I don't hate him. Don't want no white person to be like, oh, he hates Chris. No.
Oh man, we got to stick up for Chris Kattan.
Like, no, it's not that at all. We just don't understand the appeal.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
don't
not
understand
at
the
all.
appeal.
Not at all.
I
It ain't like it like I was saying, that's so weird, man. But anyway, there was a skit that Bill Hader said. So basically the skit was Dana Carvey, we do like, hi, I'm Casey Kasem. And I walk in, Dad, it's me. Like, it's you, JC. I play JC Kasem. Dad, it's me. What are you doing, son? Well, Dad, I want to tell you how. And they go back and forth doing it. Like, Dad, I made it rough. You got to see that if I'm ad-libbing here. You got to understand, Dad. I'm in it deep. How deep? Well, you see, Alfonso's going to find me. And he's going to break both my legs. He's going to break your legs? Like, yes he is, Dad. I don't know if I can help that. But, Dad, I think you can. It's like a back and forth. Everybody in the writer's room is falling apart, hearing both of them go back and forth doing the case tonight. Rehearsals go up. Now, they got a crowd in front of it when they do rehearsals. They do the skit. Now, one person is laughing. Lauren Michaels like, yeah, we ain't doing this shit tonight. We don't know. Just take the case.
Lauren Michaels going, my God, what have we done?
And that's the thing. And Bill Hader said, he was just giving an example of what happens, what makes the air and what doesn't. Because sometimes you go into the whole skit where, oh my God, this is going to be funny, and then you do it. Yeah,
Dana Carvey.
And that's how I felt, man. I feel bad for Dana Carvey. Yeah, he should have been bigger. I feel like certain people.
He's Magoo to Mike Myers, Timbaland. All right,
huh?
He's Magoo to Mike Myers.
Don't
Timbaland.
you do that? Dana Carvey can play the drums like a professional. So at least there's something.
Questlove, I guess.
That shot of
Questlove,
him,
the Black Thought.
That shot of him inside the inside the store, like playing the drums. I was like, yo, go ahead, Dana.
One of the coolest things Dana Carvey ever did was on the music awards where they had it was Guns N' Roses, and he was on the drums, and he ended up playing the drums the whole set. The whole song with Guns N' Roses. I don't think it was Guns N' Roses. I forgot what band it was. It might have been.
Say this though.
But he sat up there and did everything perfectly, and they were like, "Holy shit!"
You want to talk inside jokes about this movie? Again, it's one of those things where you have to like know about a segment of rock music, or at least know about like rock music just on the surface level. When they're in the fucking guitar shop, and he's about to play Stairway to Heaven, and a dude points to the sign that says no Stairway to Heaven. If you know anything about Stairway to Heaven, you can understand why he said we ain't playing that shit. Stairway to Heaven is like iconic.
No stairway. Denied.
And also, it's two reasons why. Much like that one, I'm looking at you, couple of you black girls that watch our show. I'm looking at you. You know that white boyfriend you had? All right, baby, I got a new one. This is Wonderwall. Oh my God, it's Wonderwall again. Yeah. That's the reason why. And also,
that's right. You three black women that watch us, you know, that prop that's called your boyfriend / husband during your live stream or cosplays. I'm pretty sure they ask you, do you know the song Dragon Force?
He tells you that. He always say, hey. So can you play like the is there
can
like
you play Dragon Force?
Jump up and down. No, not you. Your thing, so I can see your boot. Anyway, also it's a clever way of doing a joke where you can't get around the copyright. So him going no stairway denied. One of
like, no. We ain't paying for that song.
I was looking at American Dad, and Roger and Steve were trying to get out of a situation. Like, what do we do? I get it. We'll sing the Beatles. They said singing one line of the Beatles song can cost you up to $3 million on television. What song we pick? No. And all of a sudden, they had no time. He was like, "Hey, June, hey!" Next thing you know, it cuts to the next scene, and they're getting kicked out of a van. No Beatles songs. So
I mean,
it's on the
look,
same
do you
level.
want
You're
to?
being
It's
kinda
basically,
geeky that I
do
can't get around the
you know what it
copyright.
is? It's basically, do I want the budget to skyrocket to pay Led Zeppelin, or do I just say fuck it and don't even play the goddamn song?
Boy,
I mean,
boy,
let's be
look,
real.
I know
Let's
you
be
just
real.
had-
There was let's be real. There was a toss up. They had to choose between playing either Stairway to Heaven or Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and you already got that off early in the movie.
Bohemian Rhapsody
when they were
is...
you got that off by going to the donut shop and singing the whole damn song.
and it was
Now,
great.
now here's the
Iconic
funny-
scene.
Now here's the funny thing behind that scene, the famous scene. And if you were alive, that scene was everywhere. Where they were in the seat, you know, in the car, headbanging the Bohemian Rhapsody. I still do that to this day. Anybody with hair that listen to that song, everybody does that. So the story behind that was Lauren Michaels was like, no, do Welcome to the Jungle. Mike Myers is like, fuck no, I'm not doing Welcome to the Jungle. I want to do Bohemian Rhapsody. It got to the point where he was like, we're not doing a movie if I don't get to do that. And Laura was like, yeah, okay, just do it. That's my best. Lauren Michaels sounds like Dr. Evil. And so if you want to sound like Lauren Michaels, try to sound like Dr. Evil. You'll get around to it. So it's like, okay, whatever. So he let him do it. Now, this was done. Now, during this time, much like Michael Jackson, Queen didn't really get a lot of play and they felt not a lot of respect in the United States.
Yeah.
When this song came out, it skyrocketed them to number one, and Queen has been the shit in America ever since then. This actually revitalized their whole name in America and made them superstars over here. And actually, Bohemian Rhapsody is heard by Americans way more than anybody else in the world. So that's a cool thing. Now, the cooler thing is this. Fred Mercury died 3 months before this movie was out.
Wow.
But Mike Myers got to send him the scene that they used it in, and Freddie Mercury said he loved it.
Of course.
That's great.
So that's actually a cool ending to all that, yeah.
When you get the
scene
blessing,
that almost didn't make it.
like when you get the blessing from a legend,
yeah,
before the man dies,
before he died, that's awesome, man. That's
I think also
awesome
too.
Story. Yeah. I'm glad it actually, and when you think about it, because we all know I hate to go that far. There's a reason why all three of us can say more stuff about Queen than Led Zeppelin.
And I like some Led Zeppelin songs too.
I know some people love Led Zeppelin, but real talk on mass, if you got people around the country, we're going to know way more about Queen than we know about anybody else, just because of this fucking movie.
But you know what? As we were saying earlier about like it resonating with people, I think we can all agree. I think even that whole scene of them singing Bohemian Rhapsody, it can resonate with anybody on any demographic, because look, you can be black and that scene resonates because hey, you might be with your boys and y'all rapping on a song and shit, and that's what made that whole scene funny. Even picking up his boy who was partied out,
Phil.
I was
driving. Look, we got that one friend that partied himself out and just looking like he is about like you blow on him, he's about to fall out.
My man was on the park bench and got picked up.
That is some good old small town shenanigans, and D has always been for that.
I love it, man.
Hey, man, what's up, bro? Get your ass in the car, man. I'm drunk, man. Nah, get in the car, nigga.
I always enjoy that line. Like, Phil, what are you doing here? You're partied out, man. Again.
No, the one that got me.
Hold on. Wait. Hang on. 1992 lingo here. What if he honks in the car? I guarantee you a no honk.
Garth, I'm Garth in this moment. Hey, if you got a hurl, little cup.
Yeah, Chris, that is you. That is you, Chris. Little itty bitty Dixie cup. Where did you even get that, Garth? Tiny little Dixie cup. Where did you even get it?
No, he pulls it out. He unfolded the Dixie cup.
Like, where did you even get that?
My man looked at that cup like,
Like I said, that is some 1992 lingo.
No, we all there.
What if he honks in the car?
Honks.
That's some white people lingo.
That is good white people I think that's stoner language. It might be.
Stoner
I don't
language,
know.
I don't know.
Good middle Gen X. Middle generation of the Gen X.
Now,
Gen X on legal right
if you're
there.
black in a black arena and you say honk, they gonna look at you like, are you retarded?
Nigga, you gay? What you trying to say, nigga? What's he honking?
You know
car?
what?
You
You're right, D.
Look.
They would be like, are you gay or something?
Nothing like that. You wouldn't be
Huh?
honking the car. Wait, we be taking shit or something? What are you talking about? Do not let me go.
It's like we go opposite of what the word is. It's like, oh shit. It's like,
But yeah, I think that scene is iconic, of course, man. I like how this was during that time where public access is still a freaking thing to this day.
PBS, you know.
I mean, it is. I mean, it ain't
Made
like
for viewers like you.
No, that's public television ran by universities and oil companies and rich douchebags.
Sir.
Back to earth.
This is this old house stand account right here. Okay, that's public access right there.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. I'm talking about local. Yeah, we're local, whatever. And it's
Channel
cheap,
28.
It's a cheap camera. Hold on, our boy.
Aiming too high, Chris. That's clearly channel 13.
Nah. Public access, Chris. We got to remember here, Chris. Public access. We got this beautiful game. I don't give a shit. Cut that bitch off. That's what
Dare I say,
zooming in and out doing the crib
dare
walk.
I say, would you say that
Crip
Wayne's
walking
World?
with cane.
Dare I say, gentlemen, would you say that Wayne's World and public
I
access?
always talk for the survivor scrolls.
Now,
I like how he was preaching the word of God and then immediately going against it. I loved it.
Hey, play that Tupac song real quick.
No, the part I like. Here I go.
No, but dare I say, gentlemen,
Now, what was your question?
would you say that Wayne's World, at least the way the nature of this movie shows the show, it was kind of like the equivalent of like podcasting, like indie podcasting, where it's like you're doing your own thing and you have that segment of fans that know about you. And
I was gonna make that.
I'll take it a step further. Wayne's World was YouTube content before YouTube.
Yeah. Oh God, that bitch.
I'm sorry. But yes, Wayne's World, that's what I got. When I looked at this, like public access is cool. Just to have two people sitting down talking about their favorite things and the
Tom Green show.
That's what we're doing, isn't it?
Tom Green show was also kind of a Wayne's World thing too. I again, that's another guy
they
that
try to give this.
Chris, this is more so for me and Chris. So, Chris, did you know that one of our math teachers, a certain woman,
Miss Inman, yes,
she was on public access teaching math.
Yes, she did ass. That threw me for a fucking loop. I'm like, I have a celeb. Yay!
Hey, no bull. I had a teacher. I think it was like my 10th grade teacher in Crossland. She was doing some little education there. I was like, yo, she was
back
like
in the day,
the words and all that. She was like, yo, she
wasn't there certain PG community college courses on public access?
Yeah. It was like channel 10 or 12 or something like. I don't remember. It was so.
But public access was like a thing where it was this very renegade indie sort of like, anybody can get a show and following and stuff. Because like, I mean, think about it. You only had network TV. You only had network TV back then. So nobody's going to show
that shit now, but it's so weird. Public access has changed up so much now, man. But you like back then there was a lot of that. I hear that they still do that like in the Midwest a lot too. They still
that's a normal thing. I mean, look, I think me and you talked about this when it came to like the movie Footloose, and I remember somebody was like, how can you remake Footloose? Because are there places in the United States like that? I'm like, have you been in the Midwest? There's probably some small towns that probably are still on that shit to this day.
We still have
'cause-
towns that are we still have dry counties, man.
yeah.
So let's not sit here and act like it's out of the realm for a small town to be like, no.
There's
In
people
this
still
town-
on
in this
56K
town of-
modems.
That's what I'm saying. In this town of 900 people, we all go to the same church and we all praise the same God. You ain't about to have no dance, shaking your booty to the Rihannas and the
Ludicrous.
and the who's that guy? Oh, Eminem stores. You're not going to dance to them.
So, but it's like that was what like Wayne's World as a concept is just basically two friends talking about just random ass shit. Basically, that's really all it is.
Yeah, it's that Gen X. Yeah, we're not like normal television shows. We're different. Yeah,
Yeah, Barcelona.
We're just talking about things we like, bro.
Now, hang on. Wayne, again, also super pre-YouTube. The very first vlog.
Yeah,
Dude had a cameraman following him in the house, introducing himself. Hell, pretty much introducing his life throughout the entirety of the movie.
Bro, when Ed O'Neill is sitting up there saying that thing that I started at the beginning, he's like, whoa.
Yo, you know what I like
What
about
are you
it?
doing?
You know what I like about it though?
Like,
When the camera,
only Garth and I get to talk to the camera.
that's what I liked about it, because when you showed him, like, yeah, here's he is, and he turns this way, Ed nods his head at the camera, and the camera instantly starts following him.
That is some Midwest.
I know.
That is some
Say the
suburban
line.
donut shop,
I know
man.
we said it before. Say the line again. Say the line again. I'm sorry. I know we said it before. But
Why
say
is it?
again.
Why is it that when a man kills another man in battle, he's heroic, but if he kills a man in a crime of passion, he's a murderer? That is a man that has seen
did
some
he
shit.
Yeah. Who did he kill?
Who did you
and
kill?
get away with? No, who did he kill and get away with killing?
I need to know. Nah, bro. Again, this is the type of humor that nobody would get. When he sat there, when Sue sat there and said the line that when you kill and stab another man, it's like steam coming out. I'm like, that is a most random thing. And yeah, if you look it up, that's true as fuck. And I'm like,
no. It's
He's saying some thought-provoking shit.
It's pure. I went to Vietnam, but I ain't never left Vietnam type of stuff.
Oh man, got the pink slip and y'all did that whole thing. I was like, let's go to my union. Jesus.
Damn, dog. I wouldn't take it that far. I like how Wayne and them are like friends with everybody. Like even the cop, like that's a white thing. That's a white thing. But anyway,
Thank you.
And I'm not talking about the security guard. That's in front of the
that's
donut.
a cop.
No,
that
that's a cop.
That's a community police. Well, put it this way.
Officer,
that's one
Officer Koharski.
Oh,
he
man,
looks like a Koharski, don't he?
Koharski. Yeah. That's it.
Played by Steven Seagal's boy from Hard to Kill. That Stash his kid.
You know what? I got to get this nut off real quick. Eris, have you seen this child?
Again.
Wait.
Random shit like this.
Yes.
I had to say something. I'm sorry.
I want to know. Hey, I know Rob Patrick got a fat check off that shit.
That is a little story behind that too. Rob asked Arnold, "Do you think it's a good idea if I do?"
That's what it was.
Because Robert Patrick, to his credit, and I'm with him, he didn't want to ever redo that thing. He never really wanted to redo it, do it, and not drive it in the ground. So with this movie, and because he did it in this movie, is the reason why he did it in The Last Action Hero, because he knew it would be just a good segue. Because he asked Arnold, would he be a good idea? And Arnold, because much like Stallone, you underestimate how much he understands movies. And Arnold was like, yes, do it. The crowd would love it.
Having a T-1000. First of all, what's the T-1000 doing in Chicago?
In Aurora,
Illinois. But no, the T-1000 looking for John Connor in Wayne's World is a hilarious crossover. And like you said, Arnold convinced him to do it simply by telling him, yes, please do it. And then asked him to be in Last Action Hero, which, by the way, he did that cameo for free.
Yeah, that what he did. That's because that one worked out for him. Because, like you said, Chris, he didn't get a big bag, but it's like, well,
You know he got a
It's
bag.
like this. It's like this. Well, looks like I'm gonna be sitting on my ass eating Doritos this month. Well, all right.
But let me ask y'all this though. Like when you think about Wayne's World and even Wayne's World 2, I felt these movies did a really good job with the sight gags because you get, like I said, Rob Patrick coming in. Have you seen this kid? And it's just a quick, like, all right, boom, and he peels out. Skipping ahead to Wayne's World 2, when they switch into Charlton Heston, it's funny as shit in a way that's like.
I forgot about that.
So, but it's like, again, it's a sight gag and it's just funny as hell. So, like, when you see Rob Patrick, it's funny because it's so random because he's sitting up there in his car just driving, and then boom, that happens, and it's like, okay, that was.
And it was very smart for the film to do this. But Chris, that's because the film did the smart thing by following Wayne around and it being almost documentary style. Therefore, you could do two things. You can do a lot of sight gags and you can break the fourth wall. And they broke the fourth wall quite a few times in this movie. Yeah, a couple of them fell on their face where it's like that worked in the 90s.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
I forgot which one of it was like. It was like, okay, I get what you're doing. In the 90s, that was more funny. It was like something where it was almost behind the scene. I forgot what it was, like early in the movie, where it felt like, come on, you want to see something? You saw the nodding of the camera. Oh, come on.
Oh, that. Yeah. So, best one. When
wait
Wayne,
a minute, come back.
Best one when Wayne and Cassandra break up and Wayne just starts literally dumping everything in front of the camera. Like, he's like, I lost my best friend. I lost my show. I lost my girl. I'm being shit on. That's all right. Shit on. And you know what really pisses me off? And the camera yeets its way off. He's like, wait, come on back. Come on back. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dump on you, but I'll work it out. I'll get everything back. Okay? Thank you, D.
Yeah. Also, they held on to this shot way too long.
I'm going to say probably the most seen image when it comes to this movie.
I like how Wayne and Garth's outfit is just iconic, and the only thing Wayne is really wearing is just kind of black t-shirt, same black t-shirt I'm wearing, and some like distressed jeans,
black shirt, distressed jeans,
Converses.
The Converses, and let's also not forget his own merch hat.
Yeah, his hat.
the both of them,
the Gen X kit.
Both of them wearing wigs. It's always a Guns N' Roses shirt with Wayne. Actually, I mean with Garth. I think he changes up in the second movie. If I'm
same one.
It's the same one.
They mostly kept the same clothes.
Yeah,
I thought so. I thought they changed up. But
Chris Farley in this scene is fucking hilarious. Like that security guard has a lot of information.
For a security guard, he had an awful lot of information.
I also love that Chris Farley, only in this movie for about 6 seconds, does full Chris Farley. Yeah, he's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna move over there. He's gonna move. He's gonna move down to Chicago to move right up back up there. It's
like on his way to Aurora.
It's like, okay. It's kind of odd that a security guard
all that information.
Chris Farley goes peak Chris Farley in Wayne's World 2.
Yes. Speaking of,
I don't have no place to live.
I have no place to go. And look. You know what? I will admit, yes, it's iconic. You want to know what else is iconic?
Oh my God! It's like people just
okay. Wait. Hang on. Are we just going all over the map on this?
Yes, we are.
I gotta be honest with you.
Okay, fine. Well, in that case, this is probably by far one of my favorite scenes in this movie. Is them trying to? It's Rob Lowe's character trying to explain to Wayne and Garth, like, hey, you got to mention the sponsor. And Wayne, of course, trying to, be what I like to call early YouTuber, where you're bucking the system and like, hey, hey, like sponsor or no sponsor, I will never sell out. The man opened up a Pizza Hut box and pulls out a slice and poses for the.
That's where we see things a little
Yeah,
differently.
right.
Contract or not, I will not bow to any sponsor.
Yeah, and he said, "Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's the nature of the beast." Correct me if I'm wrong, but the beast does not include selling out.
Garth,
Garth.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Garth in full Reebok gear.
That is
like
Eris.
That is me. Like, it's like people only do things because they get paid, and that's just really sad.
That's Eris with a bunch of fucking DJ gear, 2DX DJ gear from Konami.
That would never happen.
Chris, the
Konami don't
reality-
give nobody shit.
Chris, also, as you know,
This is
as
more
you
Chris
know.
with Gunpla.
it ain't with Gunpla. Let's keep it in real reality. We're podcasters. That's all Manscaped stuff. You know, Dr. Sasquatch Manscaped.
D sitting back like,
They
tell you to wash your ass, but you know how?
No,
sell that to you.
That
It's
Reebok
crazy.
shirt. No, that Reebok shirt that Garth is wearing. If that's us today, that's a Ray Shadow Legend shirt.
I mean, but guys, it's like when you buy.
Hold on,
shoes.
Chris. As you look, he's looking
That
dead
is
at
me.
the camera. Chris is looking dead at the camera. He has Making It Great perfectly in the shot.
The Pizza Hut Making It Great. Who remembers that old
Oh
slogan?
man, dude,
I
that was
do.
back. Hey, gentlemen, that's when we had Pizza Huts that was in the red and the old school thing and
When
stuff. and you
everything
had
was everything was red, black, and amber.
hey, them pan pizzas was on fucking point. The shit was on
That they
10
were.
out of 10.
The pan pieces was on point.
10 out
You
of
were lucky.
10.
No, you were lucky if you were able to take home them tall ass red plastic cups. You had Street Fighter 2 in the corner.
Lethal Enforcers if you're feeling Randy,
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm having a headache right now, man.
Here, D, take 2 of these.
Dude,
No, and I hate to say it, Eris. I don't have the black
got
and
you.
white one.
Oh yes, new print,
Different.
yellow,
different.
Okay, y'all. Okay, once upon a time, y'all kids won't know this. This is some really strong ibuprofen. Right before Motrin. Now, Motrin is the best. Is actually
That's
the
like
reason why
top
we
tier.
don't see Nuprin now. But Nuprin was the Motrin of the 90s,
Oh, yes, it
and we
was.
haven't seen.
Hey,
I haven't seen Nuprin.
motherfuckers in the clubs were cutting that shit up and
Yeah, that's what I
Smashing
heard.
it up
That's what I heard.
and doing a bump.
oh yes they were.
That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I was just a child in the 90s. I don't know.
Motherfuckers
But
was
there's
going
a
to the
reason
club.
why
They was
Nuprin is
they was
not
going
on
to
the
the
shelf no more.
They was going in the clubs, bringing in grinders about this big.
Hey, I gotta be real with you guys.
Ah,
I gotta
shit,
be real.
little yellow. Perfect.
I gotta be real with y'all. You gotta understand something. You know what would scare any kid straight is when you watch like a current affair and they be talking about like the most fucked up drugs and how they kill people and stuff. Like, man, yeah, Nuprin. Oh man, Nuprin.
More
Yes,
than
the product that the product that
than
dates
the
this movie.
Reebok. More than the Reebok.
Even the old school Dorito bag, which that's when Doritos was banging.
Ah man, that's when
yeah.
they were still
No,
putting.
that was-
Look, that's
hold
when
on,
they were
that
still
was
putting
back.
lard in their chips.
No. That was
It was
back.
crack.
No, sir. That was back when they filled to the brim the Doritos.
Also, that was during the time when you did this to Cool Ranch. Let me get another one.
But
I mean,
also,
I'm dead serious. Like if Doritos came out back then, like it would be like okay, you get about all the way up to here in the bag. Today, about here.
hold on.
you
That's
know what's
because they
bad?
dupe you into getting the big bag.
You know what?
And even then, the big bag is about here, just from here to here.
You know what
All I'm
Chris, I hate
saying
about
is-
that?
It really ain't that much of a
Hey,
difference.
Hey,
CJ.
Chris, you worked in a store like me. You ever grab the bag and shake it, and you can just feel how they ain't a lot of chips in the motherfucker?
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Urs, and y'all fucking jank ass chips.
Hey, look. I
All the
love y'all.
herbs chips.
Nigga.
Hey, I love y'all to death.
Them shits
Come
is
here.
like dice games in them fucking
like-
bags.
It's
Hey,
five,
guys,
five actual good pieces.
Hey, guys,
Five
give
good
me
chips inside. Everything
Harris.
else is crumbs.
Harris, give me 2 seconds. I gotta talk to them. I love what y'all do and what y'all do for the black community. Hey, Rap Snacks, what the fuck been going on lately, bro? You want to talk about it? These bitches is empty, man. Now I like the little Bootsy chips, man. Y'all fucking around, getting on my
Homophobia
goddamn
has
nerves
never
with that.
tasted so good.
Them little baby Jones is good too. I need more of them. The little baby sweet
All
fire
I'm
ones,
saying
those
is-
are good.
All I'm saying is, guys, it's a choice for a new generation.
Yes.
Oh, the
Full
Pepsi
sip.
The old school Pepsi logo. Remember Crystal Pepsi?
Yes.
Crystal
Terrible.
Crystal Pepsi.
Terrible.
I am mad that there are people that are a part of groups
D
that
D
like,
D
bring it
D.
back.
It's called white people. No black person is like, I want Crystal Pepsi. What black person is saying, I want Crystal
No,
Pepsi?
no. Hang on. When they first announced Crystal Pepsi back in the 90s, and I
We
saw
were hype.
No, not just hype. I asked. I remember it was me, my mom, and my dad. All three of us actually went to the store, and we each got a can. I think it was either a can or a bottle or whatever, each of like a Pepsi Crystal. Took it home, tried it. One sip. All right, we ain't never getting this shit again.
Somewhere,
I wanna hear-
Steve in Idaho has a fucking crate full of Crystal Pepsi, thinking it's going to send his kids through college.
Dude,
All
that
right, y'all wanna
thing
hear
was
something real
awful.
funny?
It was awful.
Now,
It's
y'all wanna hear
Pepsi
something-
minus the caramel color. That's all the shit was.
Y'all want to hear something real funny though about Crystal Pepsi? It actually starts with Coca-Cola. See, back in the late 70s, there was a Russian general that loved Coca-Cola, but he couldn't bring that shit in because that's Coca-Cola that is from capitalist country. So he contacted Coca-Cola himself, like, hey man, is there a way y'all can sneak me in some Coca-Cola? So what they did was pretty much make Crystal Pepsi. They did what Crystal Pepsi did. All white, you give them all white Coca-Cola and put it in a little bottle to make it look like vodka. And he used to drink that shit all the time. The connection to Pepsi is that Pepsi was actually big in Russia because they were like friendly to the communists for whatever reason. And when the Berlin Wall fell, they had open opportunity to take over the market. And Coca-Cola took it from him in mass. So that's a little fun little story.
All I'm
about
saying is,
Crystal
all
Pepsi.
I'm saying is, when I saw that old school Pepsi logo, I fell out because I'm like, man, I missed that shit.
Dog.
Didn't they come out with a throwback can for the Pepsi?
Yes, they did, but I don't
Mhm.
remember. It was like a brief time, and I didn't care. I didn't care.
Look,
I kinda
all
wanted it just for-
in all honesty, all companies do this. They'll be on some
Mountain Dew did it.
like not just Mountain Dew. They'll be on some fucking a throwback Thursday shit, and they'll bring back the old logo, like the old design.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, yo, so when we gonna get the Mystic drinks back? You know,
Agreed, but at one point in time, they did give us the actual sugarcane Coca-Cola.
which is good.
I'm doing the same thing with that sugar cane one too. It tastes better, but it's like this ain't sugar cane, isn't it? This is something else.
Sweet
This is
low.
No, here's me. That's gonna shrivel up my kidneys in 4 years, isn't it?
Look.
Mhm, mhm.
Just
I
let's
knew it.
just say, gentlemen.
Poison. That's what
Let's
it
just
was.
say, gentlemen.
Poison.
Let's just say, gentlemen, if you diabetic, don't drink that shit. Gonna lose a foot.
Boy, I will be real. Mr. Shaw, Mr. Shaw, your blood pressure spike. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been drinking this pure. It's more healthier because it's sugar cane.
He turned to the carpet at that point, like it's Diet Double Dew.
Double the do.
It's less sugar than regular Mountain Dew.
Let me tell you something. As a dude that loves cold red Mountain Dew, all of it is diabetes. All of it is diabetes. All of it. Each and every second of it. Straight sugar.
I feel part of being human is knowing your mortality and knowing that there's a part of your life where you just need to stop drinking Mountain Dew because that shit's gonna just trigger some health related shit.
True. True, Chris. And I look, and I will say this. I have not gone around, thank God, because I know how easy it is for people my size to trigger diabetes. I haven't. You know what I mean? I'm in my 40s now. I can still get it. That's how it is.
Dude,
But
you're 40.
but that's what I'm saying. Like I can still get it, whatever have you like that. But I'm doing good to try to keep away from it. Because you know what kills us, no matter the size of anything, and it's only for niggas.
Pork.
Salt, regular salt kills black folk. And you want to know the sick part about it? We need it. We
know how you get around
need salt.
You know how you get around it?
What?
Take out that giant pink rock called the Himalayan salt and just chisel away.
That Himalayan salt, I heard that don't make it better. Shut up, Chris. I heard that don't make it better.
That was Eris. That was Eris when he said that shit. Like, this is how I went. You do this.
That ain't funny. All right, first off, that ain't funny. Going
your
diabetic. Going diabetic is triggered into ecstasy.
I am mad Marvel has never created a fucking mutant whose mutant powers is like diabetes related or some shit.
Hey, Chris, I wanted to put this up earlier from Rod. Yeah. Jimmy Fallon and Mike Myers, they can be put on a Venn diagram. Laughs too. If you put it again, it laughs too much. Really ain't that funny.
Here's the kicker. This is probably not even like, hot take or anything. It is very strange that Hollywood tried to make fetch happen with Jimmy Fallon in movies.
Oh, that wasn't going to happen. Jimmy got 3 movies, swing and a miss, high fly ball, caught.
Which one? Taxi?
No, D. That wasn't the high fly ball, nigga. That was a straight up foul ball.
Hold on, what movies?
I know a high foul ball, out.
Hold on, what movies did Jimmy Fallon do? I just remember Taxi and the Drew Barrymore.
There was 2 other ones. I forgot the name of them though. I think one of them was good.
It was the Drew Barrymore one, and it was like Taxi.
Like what comes up on that, man? It's Jimmy Fallon. There's only gonna be like 8 movies. Like Jimmy Fallon.
Anything else? Almost Famous. Anything else? Yeah. Taxi. Dougal, Arthur and the Invisibles, Factory Girl.
See, he ain't do shit.
Arthur, Ted 2.
He was in Ted 2. I don't remember him in Ted 2.
Get Hard.
Yeah, he was in
Bucky
Ted
Larson. Yeah, it's just they've been trying to make it felt like they've been making fetch happen with them, and it just like didn't work.
Andy Samberg doesn't work in movies, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine was his thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I feel like certain people they got to swing and miss, and luckily for Jimmy Fallon, he's on this level of corny and on this level of likable, good enough for him to have a late night Arsenio show.
Hall, but not.
It's like this. It's so funny. He has a late night show, and another SNL person on Seth Meyers has one. Seth Meyers is actually a writer. He's a little bit more. He's actually a lot more funnier than Jimmy. So much like Conan O'Brien, their shows are going to be structured a little bit more simpler. They actually got they're you can tell that, like I said, and not to take nothing away from Jimmy Fallon as a writer. I don't know how much he writes, but I know for a fact Seth Meyers is one. So he has a team of writers, and you can tell that the flow of the show is different. Like the same with when you saw Jay Leno compared to Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien's flow was way different than Jay.
But that's the thing with Jimmy Fallon is like it's like they were trying to make fetch happen with him, but like past that, it's like I thought he was funny in spots, but it was just like I just didn't see the appeal of what they were trying to do with him.
A good example of that was when he was on the show, him and Tina Fey used to do the Weekend Update. And when he left, it was Seth Meyers and Tina Fey. Which was more funny, Seth Meyers and Tina Fey? Yeah, they had different chemistry, but they were both the head writers of the show. So they knew how to throw the show, throw the jokes around the right way, yeah. And actually, that's what made the segment that actually revitalized that whole segment of them doing it, man. And give some respect to Jimmy Fallon because he was actually a part of that before Seth started doing it with him.
Yeah, but I mean, but going back to the movie though, but past that, like seeing Wayne and Cassandra's relationship, that was, it's cute.
Shout out. I got to be real with you. I had that same thing when I saw Tia Carrera.
I mean, look, who didn't? Who didn't?
Same, because for one thing, Gary Wright actually re-recorded Dreamweaver just for this movie.
Really?
Awesome.
Yep. Wow.
That's a cool little bit of trivia.
So like every time this happened in the movie, which is only about 2 times, you just hearing the re-recorded lyrics. You know, kind of like what Taylor Swift did, just to get back at the record label. She re-recorded
you, buddy.
She re-recorded her album 1987 just to get all of all the credit and all the monetary value off of it, because she couldn't get it from the one that she originally released. So I think that's something you can go back and re-record. You can go back and re-record your own song just so you get the credit.
That makes me laugh, because it's like, see, that's some Beyonce shit, and that's why I be laughing at black people that be hating Taylor Swift. I'm like, what? She's just the white version of Beyonce. Both evil as fuck. What are you talking about?
Hey, but guys.
Both of them are part of the Illuminati.
When that shot in the movie happens with Cassandra, I'm like, yeah. I was young, but I fell in love with Tia Carrera.
And I said it because of her when it comes to, and I hate doing this because, yes, that's colorism. You know what? I'm black. I can play in colorism a little bit. I don't, if I ever got with a girl who is of the, what's the word? The East Asian variety, Japan, all the rest of that. Yeah, I'm just saying this. If you brown, you got an edge. That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm saying.
In other words,
you're gonna win the battle.
In other words,
you're gonna win the battle.
In other words, just say you want a Pacific Islander and keep it moving.
No. I don't want a black girl who's meaner. I don't want that.
No, that's what they would be categorized as, a Pacific Islander.
Look. I feel there has to be a revenge.
Short brown. Hold on.
Pacific Islander.
No, short brown, and this is where D turns into a red pillar. They ain't gonna talk that much, gonna clean my house.
I feel I have to go revenge.
So a Pacific Islander.
I feel I have to go. I have to go.
From Guam. She gotta be from Cambodia, Laos, Connie Supanusipone. Let's go, nigga.
So a Pacific Islander.
Is that what they call them? I don't know what they call them.
Yeah.
Is that what See, when I hear Pacific, I'm sorry, no real talk, dog. When I hear
like Kelly
Pacific Islander. No, because when I hear Pacific Islander, I do think Guam, Fiji, Tahiti. You know what I mean? I think of them. I don't think
Kelly Hugh was in that category.
Malaysia, Indonesia. I don't think that. You know what I mean?
Well, first of all, sir. See, when you mention the areas such as Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, those particular like Asian countries, it's the one in the Northeast that look at them as the niggers.
Hold on.
Community.
You want to know the fun part for D? Even the Vietnamese, who got a lot of fucking nerve, go, ew, niggers.
Because they're on that side of the border.
Here's the funny part about y'all saying that.
Hey, Brian. First off, we don't use that ableist language. Second of all, Rob Lowe had me die. Well, yeah, I spent time in the Orient. Why did you say that to Tia Carrera?
I loved it.
Did you see her face of just like,
Hey, look, real talk. That is like going up to Eris. Well, yeah, I spent time in Niggerland. That is like walking up to this man right here. Well, yeah, not Fred Hampton. That's like walking up to that man right there. I spent a lot of time in Negrovania. Like, that's what it sounds.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Look, all I'm saying is, D, that just sounds like a stage in like Street Fighter 8 or something like that. Like, nigga.
Little kid looking like Bow off of KOF, bicycling in the background and shit.
Hat bigger than him.
Hey, SNK.
You out with a chicken doing this.
Hey, SNK, you are so lucky that your KOF game came out at a time that nobody would have peeped it. Really? The black man with the basketball, Lucky Glauber? That's what we're doing?
He was clearly Will Smith.
Well, clearly, but
He was Fresh
We
Prince.
know this, but some
No,
goober is gonna be like,
I was gonna say
racism.
Chris, come on. In West Philadelphia,
Philadelphia.
born and raised.
Lucky Glauber was definitely Will Smith.
Will Smith
And-
is Lucky Glauber, fucking Michael John White is Mr. T.
It was either Mr. T. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Mr. T was supposed to be Heavy D.
Yeah, Heavy D.
And I forgot who the hell they had as Brian Battler.
Brian
I'm gonna be
Bosworth
real- I'm gonna
as
be real
Brian
with y'all.
Battler.
I'm gonna be real with you. That was proof that them Japanese people never met a nigga in their life.
No, they just took who was the most popular black man at the time. This is 1994.
Because wasn't Mr.
Now-
was
now,
Heavy D?
there-
No, that was Heavy D. Who was that was Mr. Big in the Art of Fighting ones, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And bear in mind, you could have went, you're either going to go Will Smith or you're going to go with Ice Tsukubu.
Yeah. It's just a basketball though.
You know that shit that
Lakers
heavy
color,
rolling?
Lakers colors. Like,
Lakers color. It's Fresh Prince.
yeah, we got a Raider and a
I
Laker on a
pulled
team.
up to the stadium.
Ready to fade.
Dude, super move is literally him leaping into the air and dunking the basketball.
We
His
got-
power geyser is a basketball.
We got an
Michael
X-Raider.
Jordan.
We got an X-Raider in Southtown, and then we got a Laker in Southtown.
Nah.
You can't tell me that the Japanese aren't inspired by black.
They clearly, but Jesus Christ, man, way to play it on the nose. And then Capcom
man,
was like, "Hey,
they're
we'll
right.
raise you a nigga, and we're gonna make him Brazilian, you see, with a basketball." Aha!
We're gonna make him cool as shit in the first two games, and then make him trash in the third one.
Just
Fuck
like
you,
society
Fuck you.
algorithm.
D loves rolling up that tough heel, try to get a victory with Sean in 3. I'll do it happily.
He was so much better in Second Impact.
Hey, you weren't on the ground floor in
You know,
Second Impact
recently-
when he was owning motherfuckers on that
Do
shit.
you know how I truly knew that Sean was trash in that game? I played this game for years, right? It will finally be when my sons, this happened about a year ago, and my sons are playing Third Strike. We going off on it. I taught my sons well. They can beat me in Third Strike. It's great. It's having a fun time. I got Sean, and I'm over there sweating like a motherfucker trying to get my foot out. And I'm like this. Oh my God. Sean really is trash in this game.
I mean,
Look, we switch it over to Double Impact. Yeah, he really is trash in the third one.
the Japanese sat there and was like, "Oh, we can't have a black man as the number one top tier. Get him down."
Whoa.
He was supposed to be the new hope.
We can't get the niggers everything.
Technically, him and Alex was supposed to be the new hope. Yes, that's right. That's right. The inspiration from Hulk Hogan.
Japan turned into Don Johnson and Django Unchained. Not my
My
niggas.
Rangers, he ain't.
Not on my regime.
Not on this 16-bit
Japan
engine,
as
he
a
ain't.
whole, took one look at Alex and said, "No."
At least he didn't get nerfed, man. He didn't get nerfed as bad as Sean. At least
didn't
Alex
get-
is like, all
He
right,
didn't get nerfed. He didn't get
he's
nerfed
viable.
for someone who's supposed to be the
Like,
main, for someone who's supposed to be the main character. Yes, he did not get nerfed. That's very true. He didn't become memorable. That's the
I'm gonna
problem.
put it to you this way: we about to see that same thing with Luke. They trying with Luke. We about to see the
when
same
when the
thing.
rumor came out, when you look at Luke and the rumor came out that was supposed to be Sean, I'm like, that surprisingly lines up a little bit.
Y'all
It
just
just
like, I was like, I
it
played
just
with
makes
this
me more
nigga in
sad.
5. When I played with him in 5, and then I played with him in 6, I'm like this. Y'all really trying to make
You're trying. They are trying.
Y'all trying.
Y'all are
Fetch-
really trying to make.
Y'all trying. That's why it was so funny. I'm going through the cast of the last KOF show, and I get to Ash. I fall out. I'm like, this nigga came back.
They try. They are. They try to make Ash. They try to make Ash and Albamera, two characters. They try to make fetch happen.
No. Let's get one thing straight there, sir. Albamera will never be a thing, which is why he became the new K character.
K49.
Even when they brought him back, they had to completely redesign him for K115.
Well, do you want to play fucking whoever owns the Akira license, or just put Albemarle's face
not.
on the character?
Of course not. Of course not. You still call him K49, but you just give a sprinkle of Albemarle because we're never touching that other universe.
I don't understand.
Basically, the Gundam wing of KOF.
Nah. When they played that trailer for K49, I hit up Sue immediately. I was like, bro, Albemarle's back, but he's K49. He's like, get the fuck out of here. He looked at the trailer and I was like, oh my God.
I took one look at that shit and I said, yeah, I don't care.
Okay, my sons, they're currently tripping on the fact, I don't know her name. She was in 13, but she's not in 14. Wait a minute, what's the newest one that came out? I keep on fucking 15. She was in 14, but she was in 15. It was homegirl that had the backwards hat and all the rest of that. My sons are laughing like, look, here's my sons. See Blue Mary in here, but she ain't in here. They told her to get up out of here.
What's her name? Alice. I think
Alice. They like, yeah, they told Alice to get up out of here.
Nah, I mean,
I was like, they focus tested the hell out of her in Tokyo, and they was like, nah, she can leave.
Look. Kelly Hu.
She's pretty, but she can go.
Kelly Hu and Tia Carrera were definitely like two women during the 90s that like piqued my interest. I kind of got them confused a couple of times at one point because it's like,
you're gonna hate me for this, guys. Tila Tequila got to run because of Tia Carrera.
That's
I hate saying it like that, but the only reason why Tila Tequila got to run around because she was the party girl version of her.
And she looked like Frieza. So
and what we learn also is the what happened? What white man gave her a bad batch of coke and just destroyed her? Like her brain is fried.
What,
like,
Tia Tequila?
Seriously. Like, she is like her brain is fried.
I gotta be honest with you. I still to this day never understood the appeal of her in any sort of sexual way or anything. I don't get it.
She turned into a Reddit page right before our eyes.
Harris, I feel like
right before our freaking eyes, she turned into
Reddit. I feel like she got invited to a party with like a rich billionaire in Saudi Arabia, and he like took a dump on her head, and that like fucked up her whole viewpoint. And now that's what made her crazy. Yes.
No, I disagree.
Yes, she is. Yes, she was. And then she dropped.
She was.
But no,
to answer your question, no, I disagree because if that actually happened, we would have seen less of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
Because she believed at that point. Because at this point, you got to think once you've been literally shitted on. Your level of your self-worth basically goes up.
She was ace and said she liked girls. Yep.
It was enough.
It was like if you took all of the extreme of the 2000s and took all of the Girls Gone Wild, throw them in one little thing. Throw them in a batch and stuff a Maxim magazine in that junk. Hit Puree.
Wait a minute. Wait, before you hit Puree, drop a pack of soy sauce in there.
Not the Geese Howard theme.
No, just a pack. One pack.
Which, by the way,
of Kikkoman soy sauce.
I was just about to say Kikkoman sauce.
Which, by the way,
Kikkoman soy sauce, and that's it.
Which, by the way, it makes zero sense. It makes no goddamn sense.
That freaking Oster just spat out freaking Tila Tequila.
I'm sorry, like, dude, because look. Do you know? Okay. I might offend some white folks on this one. I don't care.
Fuck them. That's one of our mottos this year. Hey, y'all voted that nigga in. So you told black people, I want your whole ass cheek. That's what you told
was in a
during
Tila Tequila's heyday, I was in the Air Force. I remember I did come out at a party and say, I don't get the appeal of Tila Tequila And them white guys looked at me like I said I suck dick.
Nah, they looked at you like you said, you just said, hey, y'all want some paste? Y'all want some salsa? Hey, this stuff made in New York City.
You would have thought that I said that I'm gay the way they looked
Chris,
at me and said that.
I'm
I'm like,
this. I don't see the appeal. No, Chris, this is what happened. I don't see the appeal until it kill Eris. Eris, shut up. I don't see the appeal. I don't see the appeal until it kill him. Nigger. What?
I'm surprised they didn't sit there and say "fuck you, faggot" or something. I'm
Get
really
a rope. Get a rope.
like yo, white guys will never beat the allegations that if
our ancestors have called us to get a rope.
No white guy will ever beat the allegations of looking at somebody weird for saying that they don't get the appeal to tequila. That's how much up the butt white guys were of her, and I was just like, I don't get it.
Y'all want to know something funny? You hear it in the if y'all listen to any of our classic episodes, I'm talking to episodes where the title card is gold. If you listen to any of them, you might get 1 or 2 episodes of Chris going, I gotta say this. I don't know what it was, but when I was in the military, Paris Hilton didn't have nothing. Why did y'all look? It perplexed Chris how much he hated Paris Hilton. But that was because of his time in the military. And that was like apparently the only thing the guys whacked off to. Like,
it's like
bro, that old, what was it? That 05 to 08 timeline. Paris Hilton was very weird. And then hold on. And then she was given that what was it? Then she was given the try again extra bonus, from KOF after Rugal beat your ass, and you get to pick infinite super meter, half health bar.
You know
what? Yes, I am. You get all hold on, wait. And you get all she picked one of those just so she could be best friends with Nicole Richie and extend out that popularity for like at least a couple more years.
Funny enough about that with Nicole Richie is that when folks were all slobbing over fucking Paris Hilton, there was some black dudes that were like, y'all looking at Paris, I'm looking at Nicole.
Like,
hey, Christopher, just say niggas like D. That's what you need to say.
Yeah. I'm niggas.
Because you see, I don't know about y'all.
Nicole Richie.
Look, them droopy ass eyes and that maybe ass that she had. Y'all was
she had more ass than Paris, and them fucking tabloids are making it seem as though Nicole Richie had a flat ass, and I'm like, nope.
She did.
No.
She did. And the thing that really got me was it was like that whole Maxim generation just ticked me off so much.
Remember when they made Fetch happen with Rachel Ray? Like, oh, she's sexy and cooks pie.
They did that to Rachel Ray. And you know what, Chris?
I fell for it.
Chris, not D. Rachel Ray is the devil. I don't want none. I don't want
no
part of that shit.
You don't want her making you food.
You know how we talk about how people are talking about Ellen? That's who Rachel Ray is.
Didn't she bang out like Bobby Flay or some shit? Wasn't there some scandal with her and Bobby Flay?
Did she fuck up Bobby Flay?
I don't know, maybe.
I didn't hear nothing about that.
No, Bobby Flay be on some bullshit.
Oh my God. Look at this nigga, Brian. Hey, Brian, it was them Tracy McGrady eyes that she had. It wasn't. Where you going, left eye? There you are. See, she had to blink twice so it could get back on.
That's OJ's kid. No, that's Lionel Richie's kid.
No, it ain't. No, she's adopted, actually. No, first, she's adopted.
Oh, that was okay. I thought that was actually Lionel Richie's kid.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was Lionel Richie's kid.
It is his kid. That's his adopted daughter, But but that whole era to me, like it's so funny. All those white boys who bought Maxim magazine, y'all really went out and voted for Trump this last election. I can't believe y'all. That was one of the most liberal magazines ever. You was raised on it. And you went out and got Donald Trump.
I always felt the Maxim models it just waved up and down because it was regular ass chicks and stuff, which was fine. That's cool.
Actually, that
cool.
Was cool.
It's cool. And then it's like me, I'm just like, can we get some black women in this magazine? And then I was like,
they have not in there Negro woman in that.
Well, if they did, they were looking like a skinny Naomi Campbell black chick and stuff, on that tip. That was
I
about as
remember they
close as you
had
were gonna get.
I think they had Newton, Danny
Danny,
Newton.
Danny
Danny
Newton.
I think they had one with her. I don't
She's
remember.
white passing.
See, that's why. See, you wrong. It's Wayne's World. It's Wayne's World.
Man. But no,
You know the one
Wayne,
thing I did like- hold on,
Wayne and
go
Cassandra,
ahead.
Wayne and
ahead.
Cassandra's relationship, I did like it and stuff. Because again, it was like goofy relationship antics kind of stuff. And I was like, all right, cool.
Shout out to Tia Carrera for forcing that Chinese accent that she had a little bit. It was authentic enough to fool these white people. I understand.
Hey, I like her look when my man Rob Lowe was like, "So what country you from?" And she's like, "Okay,
like whatever." He broke out that joke and started singing Cat Knees.
Yeah.
She was like, "Wow, it's really good. Like, I can tell by your accent. Aren't you from Kowloon Bay?" I was born in Kowloon Bay. I was like this. I'm like Garth. He's good. He's really good. No, man.
Oh my God.
The 90s. He had a pure 90s bachelor pad. And I was laughing because he was like, what do you say? He's like, I get the Dom Perignon. Oh, yeah, because most Americans, they think that, they just call it champagne and you can't. Yeah, you're right. It's like Star Trek, The Next Generation. In many ways, it's superior, but it will never be as beloved as the original. I'm like this.
1,000-yard stare of just like,
okay. What do you say? Here's me. Why are you doing that? That was actually a good analogy, what he just did.
Hey, can I be real?
That was actually a really good analogy.
If we're being real, I feel that was also something of the times because there is something to be said about how you could, like you said, some nerd shit like that at that time period around adults. It's like they look at you like you got the fucking damn Scarlet Letter and shit. Nowadays, you say that it's like, oh yeah, I get that reference. That's great, But
oh man, I used to look at Deep Space Nine or some shit like that. If you get that now, the only things that were passing at that time, and even in you still get a look, was Star Trek and Star Wars. They were the only ones that gave you a pass. Everything else was just too much. Because if you said Lord of the Rings, anytime during the 90s, the smartest people in the room would laugh at you. Ew, that children's book, that's what they would have did to you if you said anything about Luck and Tolkien back in the 90s, man. That was nerd shit. Get that nerd shit out of here, Pekowski. That's what they would have did to you.
Bruh. I think the funniest thing, though, is number one, my man Meatloaf, who they meet outside the club that they were going to. What was it? Was it the Gaslamp? Gaslight?
Gaslamp, yeah. Gaslamp.
Yeah, the Gaslamp. Which that sounds like, again, the most Gen X name of a fucking damn rock club ever, the Gaslamp. Yeah, and then it was like the shitty Beatles. He's like, are they actually good? He's like, no, they're shit. Like, oh, I thought it was just a name.
Oh, man, I thought it was just a play on word. And yeah, me doing this, I give Mike Myers. He did it to the point where it was, you expected, all right, yeah. Just tuck it behind his ear.
Nah,
okay,
it's this one.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one that he kills me with the knot. I'm like, wow, the knots. Jesus.
But D,
let me tell you something. That shit didn't last longer than 2 years. Knot.
But D.
Wow.
A sphincter says what?
I'm sorry, what?
A sphincter says what?
What did you say? You're like, that's what I think about the situation. Man,
when you can say that,
you got my nigga twice though, bro.
Nigga boy, right there. Which that's Bill Murray's brother, by the way.
I'm about to say that's when Bill Murray's brother Brian
Doyle Murray.
Yeah. Brian looks just like Bill Murray, which is a weird kind of connection. Brian was never
the genes in that family is strong.
He was never a part of it. He was never a part of SNL, but he is kind of in the weird.
He feels like he's adjacent to it in a weird way.
I think he's more. Yeah, I think he'll be adjacent to it more than anything else. And thanks to his brother, he always got to have somewhat work during the 90s. You know what I mean,
dude?
Later on in the 2000s,
he was one of those actors that he was on a certain level in Hollywood. He bounced between movies and TV.
Yeah,
in a way that, because again, that's that time period where if you went to TV, that was your career. But he was able to somehow he was on Wings for a couple of seasons, and then boom, he'd be in a movie, and it's like, huh?
Or he'd be just like doing a guest spot in one of these comedies or even these dramas and shit. And
Oh, he was on SNL.
He was?
Yeah. 70s SNL, but you know.
So he was on the show too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was back during the 70s, like the basically Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and stuff all the way through like the early 80s. So
so he was on there at the same time as his brother then.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, 78 to 80, and then he came back in 81 into 82. So yeah, he's it makes sense and stuff. It just feels as though like it's literal like him playing this, because the one scene that had me rolling when he was like,
I heard Wayne's voice, kind of like Redman. He isn't woo, but he's always
affiliated. Like, it's a good point.
That's actually a good point.
Now, when he's sitting up there telling Wayne about him having to do a rapping for Noah's Arcade commercial and stuff, it is the most white guy rap ever. Come to Noah's Arcade. I'm like, that is how
come down
white
to Noah's and you agree. I will be. It's one of those.
It's one of the 80s hip hop that started out in the park.
See, all you gotta do is just say that, and the kids will just eat it up. Now, I'll save that because I want that to be a little bit of a bigger discussion. I'll save it to when Sue gets back. But I did, like I said, with all of the there was more music in the second one, but with this one, it was just really centered around Cassandra.
The music was the background to it.
Yeah,
everything.
It was. Yeah, in this one, like the second one, it was trying to do a music festival, and this one, it was just trying to get Cassandra over and all the rest of that. And one interesting thing that does come up that I always question, and I'm glad I finally looked it up. Yeah, that really was Tia Carrera singing and playing her old guitar. I don't think that was her band. Sorry, my bad. I don't think that was her band, but yeah, I always wondered, was that really Tia singing? Yeah, it really was her singing and all that. So that's one of the cool things I liked about this, and it just made her sexier.
Yeah. I mean, but like I think also too, you think about that time period and stuff, like that one point they meet Alice Cooper. And again, it's the equivalent of like you meet your.
Was that Laverne? First off, was that Laverne and Shirley, or was that another show, man?
I think it was Laverne. I think Laverne and Shirley. I think.
Yeah. Now here's the funny thing. I can't see somebody like our parents' age trying to describe that show. Here's me. I was born in 1983. Try again. I don't know that show.
I think there's certain shows like, unless you had cable and it was syndicated, I think we talked about that with Nick at Night. It's like you see shows like Happy Days. Obviously, I feel people, us as millennials, we know about Happy Days.
We know about Happy Days.
Yeah. Happy Days, even Gilligan's Island, and stuff like that. Like that, those were shows that, even Love Boat, that's another one. It's just those are the type of shows that like Laverne and Shirley is like on a different tier where you had to have parents that just told you about it, or else you probably would never have known about that. So for me to get that reference as a kid, it's only because like my parents talked about Laverne and Shirley, especially my mom.
Oh, you talk about that moment when they get the tickets to the Alice Cooper concert and they did the whole Laverne and Shirley thing.
Like, wait, we got tickets to Alice Cooper. Feel my freaking style.
So I want to tell you something.
So, but real quick before you do, D, I just want to mention, that Mike Myers. I mean, that Myers actually wanted Alice Cooper's I'm 18 and School's Out to play the movie, but instead, Shep Gordon, who's Cooper's manager, actually convinced him to use Feed My Frankenstein.
I mean, it's a good choice.
It was definitely a good choice, but nigga, School's Out.
I'll be honest with you, the reason why I would go for that one, because it fit the 90s rock aesthetic a lot more.
It did.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why, in D's opinion, if you line them up, who you take, D? Ozzy Osbourne, and Alice Cooper. Alice fucking Cooper all day.
Yeah, Alice Cooper.
I don't know Alice Cooper music that well, but I know enough about rock and roll history. Ozzy Osbourne hit behind good guitarists. Alice Cooper was an incredible writer and an incredible fucking showman. So yeah, I'll take Alice Cooper every freaking day of the week if you line those two up, man. And the fun part about the whole thing about Alice doing it was they had him say the lines. Luckily for them, Alice Cooper, much like D, is a history buff. So I can tell you about Milwaukee. Was it Milwaukee?
My man said,
Was it
he said,
Milwaukee?
no.
They-
I got you.
they-
Wait. D, I got you. One of his bandmates was like, in fact, isn't Milwaukee like a Native American like name? Well, yes, Pete, it is. In fact, it's actually pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. Wayne.
What I also found very more interesting that this town had three socialist mayors. This guy know how to party or what?
Party or what? Huh?
I'm sorry. Here's me, D, the history buff. That is interesting for Milwaukee. Really, socialist.
But again, that's it's wild to me.
Please tell me more.
No, it's just wild to me that type of humor. It's like, man, I kind of miss that humor where it's just like somebody does something unexpected like that, and you're like, okay, that actually is kind of funny.
I think
into that.
Seriously, imagine that. Imagine, if you will, you're going into, you get backstage passes to go see, like your favorite musician or whatever, and you're thinking that backstage with them is going to be just as crazy as it is on stage with them. Oh no, you come to find out this person is a super intellectual, a history buff or a movie buff or something that is not on display on stage. And you don't know how to react to that. Like, what do I do? You kind of have an out-of-body experience where you're just you're surveying the situation out of body going, okay, so how did I get here again? Did I make a wrong turn or something? Am I in the right dressing room? Is this the right VIP spot? This is backstage, right? I'm in the right place. That's not a stunt double. That's actually him, right? Right?
One of the funny jokes, you brought it up, Eris. You're right. One of the funnier episodes, your boy Jonathan Davis. You know what I learned today, everybody? I learned that here in South Park that the whole episode, all the members of Korn are using their whitest voice. Jonathan Davis sounding like this the whole entire time. So we're gonna sing 1, 2, 3. So in this joke, feed my freaking style. Hi guys, come on, sit down.
Well, we gotta go, so we'll get out of your hair. Like, no, like, please hang out. It's like, stick around, man. Like, have fun with this. Okay, we'll stick around with yes, yeah, with Alice Cooper. We're not worthy.
Me and Chris in one of the most fanciest hotels in Washington D.C. This nigga Coca look at me and Chris and go, "What have done with me?" Hey, yo, nigga, I ain't got no money. Nigga, I got Netflix money. Come on. We're not worthy. Me and Chris is like,
the most surreal ass shit
Eris.
Go ahead. I got mine, but go ahead.
The fucking hummus costs $90.
That makes my pocket scream.
Hummus costs $90. How did it taste, D? Shit was bomb.
And we in Georgetown too?
Shit was bomb. And I told Coca, I was like this, do you know that niggas used to own this place? And then they kicked us all out like 30 years after that. And they told niggas not to come. You over here, nigga, putting your feet up. Fuck. The best meal of my life took place in the part of the city I was born in. I was born in Georgetown, so that shit was super surreal for me. Hey D, it'd be wild if I get shot today. Yes.
Anyway. It's funny that happened to you, gentlemen. Meanwhile, for me, 6,000 plus miles away on the other side of the ocean, I'm walking into an arcade, and I just happen to turn right, and I'm making my way down the staircase, and who just happens to be turning in that same direction, walking right alongside next to me? I probably told y'all this story before. Scruffy little Japanese man with the high top and the sunglasses indoors, and I'm like, Harada? Oh, Like, oh yes, hi. Shook my hand and everything. Oh my God, sir, you're responsible for my teenage years, and sir, I'm worthy. Oh my God.
Harris.
Can I get? Is it okay if I get a picture with you? Nicest guy, Harada, Tekken's own Tekken director Harada. Nicest guy I've ever met.
We had it. Me and Eris had it last year. After Eris is set, we having a good old time backstage at BlurCon. All of a sudden, this small person walks in. Oh my God, is that Zach? Hey, it's Walter Jones. Walter comes back there, dapping everybody. What's up, today? How y'all doing? I'm trying to get on stage. Yeah, let's do this shit. This motherfucker all hopping on stage, dancing, coming out there. We all partying. We all jumping. We all back there jumping around, joking and shit. Hey man, I try to. Yeah. We like this. I'm partying with the Black Ranger. I leaned
off his ass.
I leaned over the Eris. Here's me. Our life is a movie. No bullshit. I hate the term. I'm really honest with you. I hate the term last night was a movie. No. BlurCon 2024, Saturday night for Eris and D was a fucking movie. Good Lord. Anyway. So it's all. So I say this to I know.
That's what makes the Wayne.
The movie critics and the guys that do the Blur podcast, y'all got to meet famous people. You can too. All of y'all can.
Here's the thing, though. That's what makes this thing with Wayne's World relatable in a way is the fact that they get put in positions where they meet their people that they listen to, kind of thing. Because it's just that it just matches up with what they envision of it. So the Alice Cooper thing. You do laugh at it because it does kind of like if you're a fan, it rocks your head like, well, this person isn't what I thought they were. Not in a bad way, but just kind of in a you just put your expectations to the moon and it's like, huh.
And I give you one more, Chris, and I give you one more. It was me and Eris. The whole time. Yes. Sun, stars. Yes. Oh, yes.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I ain't never watched the show. I do want to ask you about Interstellar right quick.
Hold on. This is the thing I like, though. This is how you doing? He looked up and saw two brown people. Hey, what's up, fellas? What's good? All of the Bronx hopped right out of Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was like, niggas. Oh, thank God. You know it's bad, Eris. You know the one thing I love about black folk? Even when, like I said, and I actually understood what Dave Chappelle said, the older I get, the more I get comfortable about no niggas being around me, and I'm actually fine with that. But every now and then, I know one of us is a man. Somebody, hey, what's up, my nigga? What's good, man? Hey, man, I want these crackers. That's the shit. So when I saw, Eris, when you told me about how you and Eddie were out in Japan, it was like, oh God, there's Eddie. There's it. Like you like, oh God, there's Eddie. And Eddie on the other side. Eris, thank God. Woo! I just wanted to see Brown. I don't want to talk to you, nigga. I just wanted to see, just so we get our energy back up. Yeah, that's all I needed.
We're like, I see Negro.
nigga. Ah, nigga, what's up, bro?
Hold on, hey, Chris, hey, CJ. Me and you at Otakon, San Diego San Diego 2023, I think it was. Coming out of the party, bent the corner, and who do we see? Who do we see in a freaking white tee and gray shorts just chilling on the block? Aldous freaking Hodge.
Again, Aldous Hodge just chilling there
just
and stuff.
Chilling.
Nobody mobbing him or anything. It's like, oh shit.
Aldous embracing 100% of that black famous status.
Me and Eris, years before that. I like how you said that, Eris, by the way. I'm black and not too many people know me. This is good. It's that perfect medium before I get too famous. Oh, but I'll never forget it, Eris. Chris, I go to the bathroom. Stupid decision, Chris. Because you left a distance. No, you was on the phone. Stupid decision, Chris. Because when that was happening, guess who swings around the corner? Coked up out of his mind, but chatty as hell. JDF.
Yeah.
Everybody look at me. He's this tall.
First off, you're not gonna do that.
You know JDF is actually, you're taller than JDF.
I know
You're
I'm taller than JDF.
everybody.
I should be the one that say he was this.
Chris, I'm taller than him. That's why I was like, he's this tall.
No lie. When I actually stood in front of him, I'm like, I think I could take him.
Chris, Aaron, I love you.
That dude roundhouse kick the damn T-Rex. You have no chance, sir.
No, this was
Sir, I can duck that.
No, Aaron, I love you to death. But this is what it happened. Let's go, nigga. Go, Green. And all of a sudden, he roundhouse kicks you, you crash the table. Family Guy pose of your hand being behind him. Just cut the music off. Go, Green.
Cut to the phone pauses that he got on.
No. One phone pause is flew off. Just flew off. We don't know where that joke went. We can't find it. We can't even find that shit no more. It fell to the corner of the building. We don't even know where it's at now.
Don't worry about it. It's tagged. I'll get it later.
A million views on TikTok.
I say this to everybody: if you have an opportunity
R.I.P.
to chill, if you have an opportunity to chill or be around a celebrity, don't be a goober about it. Try your best to hold it in, because later on that night, be at Eris, Black Ranger hit the corner again. This little short motherfucker Parks is. Now, I was being funny with JDF. No, Walter is this tall. I was being funny at first. No,
low key. I know he was having fun, but I think my height is the reason why he went along when I was like, yeah. So when people make fun of your hair and stuff.
Push that tall nigga out, bringing up my shape up.
Oh, D was hollering out of the side of my ear when I said that.
Speaking of hollering at the side of my ear, we're chilling there with this. Hey man, can I get a picture with you? Walter,
I'm just chilling.
I'm just chilling,
dog.
Eris leaves in my ear.
Bear in mind, man, I'm tired.
That night was a movie. We're done.
I was tired.
That night was a movie, bro. I swear to goodness.
I was tired. I was tired as hell when I did that.
also, and D is paraphrasing this, but I saw Tony Weaver's junk. Dog, I know you dressing like that, man, but I saw all your balls, bro. I get it, man. But come on, man. The sack. If I can see your sack through negligee, that's a problem, bro.
One more.
Come on, man. It ain't for me.
One more before we go back to the movie. Chris, you was there for this. We're on a boat in San Diego this time.
I know this story.
Know how you said, D, you know how you just said, when you meet someone famous, don't be a goober around them.
Don't be a goober. Try your best to hold it.
Here's the best part about being about being at this boat party. You don't have to be a goober. Everybody's getting liquored up, so you can relax because, nigga, Chris, you saw it. Guess who was dancing with me that night? Dr. Lynn from Black Lightning.
Let me tell you something.
Keeping the party.
Christina Adams is a beautiful Nubian straw that I love. She's built like a straw. But I love her.
Here's what fucked me up though.
Built like a number 2 pencil.
Wait, go ahead, CJ, go ahead.
When you hear the British accent though, I totally forgot she was Brit. Fucked me up and shit. She got a pretty little British accent too.
When she broke that out while we was dancing, I was like, I am a wallet and I'm about to be folded.
No. Here's you, Eris. When she said that, like, how you doing today? You like, come, You love it.
I'm like I'm like Dave Chappelle and Half Baked. Just I'm good. And you?
Straight up Damon Wayans blink me.
Hey,
that's right.
Don't be a goddamn Mark, y'all.
Don't be a Mark.
Don't.
Hey, real talk.
Y'all
real talk,
better than that.
Real talk. Did y'all love how they went through 3 different endings and it felt so much like a focus test ending where he's like, give him the Scooby-Doo ending. And he was like, wait a minute, what's going on? It was Old Man Willis.
I like how they rolled these dudes out in the dolly. First off, I like how that's supposed to be like a Hawaii. Look at the ground. Look at the turf. Look how
turf.
Bro, that's turf.
Kentucky blue.
Now
Kentucky blue, buddy.
Now that being said, I know
Tia
she ain't
Carrea.
got. Look, how I say, I know T ain't got no ass, but she look fine as a motherfucker.
Here's the sick part.
I ain't seen not a hair come outside of that bikini. Oh my
D,
God, you know.
D. Here's the sick part.
When she rolled up with that drink and that bikini, I'm like, 92. Why do you do this to me?
Here's the sick part. They're gonna laugh at this. The haters are gonna say that's a fake Rob. That's a Rob Lowe body double. But that's actually Rob Lowe.
Nah, that was Rob.
Let me tell y'all something. This is the thing that I can say this about Rob Lowe more than a lot of guys his age. You are still fuckable, Rob. You are still.
There's a bunch of fucking 40 to 60-year-old white women there are like, oh my God, I love me some Rob Lowe.
Where's that comment? Somebody said it earlier. I'm about to find
good example. Hey, good examples. Hey, CJ, good example. You know how many aunties out there still throwing themselves at Ralph Tresvant?
Thank you.
If we still got girls our age that go, oh my God, Billy Zane, you don't understand. I actually saw the Phantom and I thought she was actually cute as hell.
Sir, that is me, by the way. I love the Phantom. Okay.
Hey, yo, Billy, I want to lick them real.
Lick them kneecaps.
Oh, man, yeah.
Gotta touch the back of your knee right quick.
Hey, man, you still got that skull ring? Because I remember skull ring. That shit was cool.
It's crazy.
You still got it?
Hey, like, Billy, say it for me one time. Every heart returned to darkness.
How was Jada on the set of Demon Knight? Like,
did
you show her the Demon Knight? You know?
So is it really true that you and Leonardo DiCaprio got with a lot of underage girls on the set of Titanic?
This interview is over. Get the hell out.
Thank you. Chris, this interview is over. You know a movie that wasn't that great, but we had fun watching it with Super Troopers, and you know who was underrated in it? Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe was
as a Canadian,
so underrated in that movie.
As a Canadian, the most perfect Canadian ever. Just say A and
I love how Rob Lowe has not lived in Canada for over 40 years. He's been more American than anything else for the last 40-something years. He converted right back to the land up north for that movie, and I appreciated every second of it.
Man,
he was the best thing in that movie, man.
Like, one of the things I always liked about Rob Lowe in this movie, and I swear to you, I try my best to memorize his order at that Chinese takeout.
I like, yo, he killing that shit, yeah.
Like real talk. I was like, when I heard him make that order, I was like, oh shit, he legit speaking Cantonese. Like, okay, all right, Rob. Again, I'm Wayne. This guy's good. This guy's really good.
By the way, I want folks see Sue says this. That was Sue's ass at my Otakon interview where I was interviewing my man from that fucking studio. Aaron sitting off in the cut like, I'm about to fry this nigga up right now. Dude, you didn't catch that, did you? Nah, Aaron's at Otakon when I forgot the studio because they had a guy that needed a translator. I saw the smile on Aaron's face. He went into full Rob Lowe after the interview and was talking to him in Japanese, and I was like, "This motherfucker over here."
You want to know a little slick, little cute little thing he did?
Oh Jesus!
When we did the interviews for Fooly Cooley, he go up to the one of the project managers on that joint speaking full Japanese. Let me tell you something. This little nigga has not spoken to me or Chris in full Japanese. Be the first one. Y'all need to come over to Japan. He won't even speak the language in front of us. All of a sudden, I'm over there in San Diego. Arigato. And just goes into straight up Japanese. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm doing Duolingo. Look, I'm doing Duolingo right now. If we go to Spain, I hope you get lost and you need me. Fuck you, Harris.
I play. Listen, I like to play the mystery role. All right, nigga. Hold up,
Mystery.
Chris. No. Chris, CJ. I really wish you were there for the DJ panel at BlurCon last year. D was in the crowd, and I told the story. I told the origins of my DJ name. You gotta I still haven't put it out there. I need to put it out. But D was sitting in the crowd the whole time, just going, "This is a beautiful ass story." Hi, D Shaw, 3 Black Geeks. I have known you for 22 years. I have never heard this story before.
You never told me, nigga. You're supposed to tell me everything.
I'm like, dog, you just gotta.
You
ask
told
me.
me look, Eris, you would tell me your favorite red pill nigga without even me asking you. But I gotta ask you for pertinent information about your life.
Hey, listen. You don't ask.
This friendship is over.
Hey, look.
Listen, hold up. Listen, one does not simply ask, how do you unlock Akuma in Super Turbo? You figure that shit out.
The point is, sir, white people are going to tarnish your name, and we got to know you so we can actually spread the good word.
We have to. Because what if
16 years worth of podcasts.
Eris.
At the point, all it takes is an AI image of you like touching a girl wrong or something, and that's it.
Eris,
16 years of podcast.
We are living.
Hold up.
We are living in Elon Musk's internet. You know that.
No. Let me stop you right there. CJ, look at me.
He ain't even looking at your ass.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the fuck is he doing?
Like,
CJ, now you say the AI image, correct? You say the AI image. Now, if said AI image has my one hand looking like this shit.
Okay, fair.
Right.
Eight fingers. Yeah.
Nah, my favorite one's the swoops where it looks like one little.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. You'll get that one.
If I'm pointing at you with one finger, it's supposed to be one, but it's doing this shit.
Well, sir, Sue, you know how white people see us. We're niggas, we're mutants. They're just gonna chalk it up to you being a fucking superpower mutant.
Well,
it don't even matter.
Coon hand. That's
Thank
just
you.
coon.
Thank you.
The coon hand. Oh my god. And yes, thank you, man, chocolate. I am the wild card.
Charlie. Wild card, bitches. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There's one more thing, and we can wrap this episode up. There's one more thing There's one more thing I have to bring up about this movie, and like I said, we can wrap it up. Guys, I got a question. Did it boil your blood to hear your boy Bill Murray's brother? Did it burn y'all up to hear him? Yeah, boy, didn't burn y'all to hear him like, yeah, these stupid kids, they go in there and they go in there, they want to play the video game, but they're not going to make it through the first board. They're just dumping quarters in there. And in a month, I was a millionaire. And I was thinking to myself, DLC content. These niggas had us by the balls forever.
No. It's worse than that, D. It wasn't even DLC. It was the shit that was the beginning. What was the beginning? Putting the arcade games on the highest difficulty. That was the beginning.
I mean, think about it like this. If you think about arcades, right? You think about, like, obviously you play the fighting game single player. That's how you keep pumping it because you got to beat it, right? Light gun games is where the game changer of getting your money was, because I cannot tell you. I mean, I got better over the years. You know how much money I sank into Time Crisis 2 to beat that shit?
Go ahead.
This is also one of the things that made me love the game is the game was the movie. Seeing Sonic the Hedgehog on the backdrop for Noah's Arcade.
I was like, Chemical Plant Zone.
Yeah, no, this was Sonic 1 that they were showing.
I thought it was King.
No,
Was that Marvel Zone?
It wasn't Marvel Zone. It was one of the later stages. It was Starlight.
Starlight. Yeah.
When
Starlight.
it showed the Starlight Zone, I was like, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and an arcade? Noah's Arcade? I'm like, okay, all right, this is cool.
To me, that was classic 90s. It's a video game. Just put it in the background.
Blue screen.
Just throw it in there.
Blue screen.
Then the other bit that I thought was interesting was just their very first and only sponsored episode.
Wayne's World, party time. Wayne's World, sponsored by Noah's Arcade.
Party on, Wade. Party on, Garth. Wayne's World.
Okay.
Hey.
Party on, welcome to Wayne's World. Party on, Garth. I guess.
I gotta be real with y'all. One of the things I super fear. It's time for 3BG, Aries, and DSCJ. Gonna make them up. I'm scared of even the corny rap was. Hey, yo, I got these three nerds. They talk about movies. I fear all of that crap. That gives me the itch.
Sir. I'm having Vietnam flashbacks to that fucking shitty 4Kids One Piece rap opening.
Gotta go, yo.
I would look, I want to know what rapper did they con into the booth at fucking 4Kids?
That was Chris Sabat's cousin. They got him.
Larry Sabat.
Larry Sabat Jenkins.
Look, there is certain. That's a time period where somehow white people were in those rooms with ideas on dubbing anime and cartoons and said, I got it. Hip hop. That'll get the kids.
It was because they saw it as the mistake is everybody thinks in the 90s that's where rap got really commercialized. No, it got commercialized within the first 5 years of it being made. When MTV saw it as another source of making, not MTV, but when music record labels started as another way of making money, that's when you started seeing the gimmick rappers of the late 80s. That's where, even though we liked y'all, the Fat Boys, that's where you had Vanilla Ice, and a couple other people I can't name right now who were gimmick rappers. And some rappers who we kind of respect, a couple of y'all were seen as gimmicks. Yeah. So, that it's always been like that.
But man, just that Noah's Arcade.
Yeah, we mentioned it, Jay.
Yeah, that Noah's Arcade shit had me dying because I was like, that is kind of like the fear.
Yes. Brought to you, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
I did our commercial for Manscaping was only on 2 episodes, and I was so mad because I was so proud of them.
Hey folks, yeah. I was this close. 3BG was this close to doing the Raid Shadow Legend until I read up on the fact that damn near everybody does it, so there's no money in it. And I was like, well, never mind.
There's no money in it.
You're just promoting a free fucking shitty product, basically. It's like, just.
Oh wait, there was another part. It was Noah Vanderhoff's wife. She's looking at the camera lens and going, she's like, it's so huge. One of Wayne's camera guys like, thank you. Do I frighten you? No. Do you want me to? She doesn't answer. You got the Chelsea image, bro.
Anyway,
your wife is a babe, sir.
Like I said, there are moments in this movie that I just flat out love. Like I love that scene, bro. The cards.
This man
Wayne breaking out the cards.
This man has no penis.
And I like how that was.
What was it? No, what was the other one? He was like, this man blows. I said, this man blows
goats.
Blows goats. I
have proof. I have proof.
Everybody everybody was cracking the
I
hell up in the
feel
studio.
again, it's white people humor blows goats. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, who thinks of this? Only white people can think of something like that. And
I
it's
call bullcrap. Actually, there are expressions in Africa and in Pakistan where it's like they'll say the word.
go
What's that
fuck a
mean?
goat or something like that.
They're like, what's that mean? That means your mother fornicates goats. Like,
Fornicates with goats.
Still
the
saying
word is-
fornicates makes it even worse.
And here's me. How you say the word again?
I'm finna say it in that accent and
They
saying
are teaching you-
fornicate.
They
That
are
just
teaching-
makes
Sir, they are teaching you the haram language. This is haram.
I thought you were gonna.
yeah.
No Rubal Holly joke.
Damn it! I was just about to do it. I was just about to yell.
Not
it
this,
out.
not this time. Not this time. But no. One of the other movies again was the Wayne with the cards. Like there was that one, and okay. What Gen Xer had fun doing this at an airfield where you're sitting on the hood of your car, you're waiting for a plane to take off or come in landing, and you're supposed to just, I guess, feel the wind from it.
Yeah.
Hear the roaring
What
on
Gen
it.
Xer is this how y'all passed time back then?
I got to be real with you, okay? Because I know this. Because I still to this day go out to national airport and either walk around there, have my kids play at the park down there, see the airplanes fly off. It was always like that because my dad used to take us fishing out there. It was always like that. There was always a bunch of people just sitting out there, just seeing the planes fly over them at low altitude and all the rest of that. To me, that's a very suburban thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're outside of a city limits that has an airport, you're going to do that. Like I imagine not in Dulles. Dulles is too far out in the sticks, but still, you know what I mean? Like there are certain airports where it's within city limits. So that doesn't surprise me. But to where there was all right, good example. Actually, y'all know the back way where the planes fly at Andrews Air Force Base?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the white kids that still lived in the neighborhood used to sit right there in the little air path right there.
Mm-hmm.
They used to park their cars right there off of Suitland Parkway and do that. They used to do the same thing, just watch the airplanes come in.
Then 9/11 happened, and gosh on that.
Yeah. You can't go that back way in the Andrews Air Force Base no more.
Hey, look. Hey.
I was gonna say next question. What? Oh my God, that is very true. Thank you, Tevin. Colleen Camp played Noah's wife. I forgot that was her.
You want to know the one that got me was actually for me was Lara Flynn Boyle playing
Wayne's ex.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit. Look again, her fucking getting
Wayne. That's why I've been so crazy. I'm like, wow, 90s. Thanks for that writing.
Hey,
90s.
Wayne, I'm pregnant. That's why I've been so moody.
Her yeeting herself over that fucking car. Hi, Wayne.
Lara Flynn Boyle gets cool points for D on that one. And I like how
and she's okay.
Why would you give me a gun rack? I don't have a gun nor multiple guns to have a gun rack.
If it's a severed head, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
If it's a severed head, I'm gonna be very upset.
Okay, y'all. Okay. That's not a ha-ha joke, but it's this type of joke.
It's a smart joke. Very smart joke.
I love smart jokes.
Because you know, I'm gonna do a movie called "So I Married an Axe Murderer." You see,
I thought he did that before this, didn't he?
No, this was his first movie.
Oh, okay. I thought "So I Married an Axe Murderer." Then it was Wayne's World. That's what I thought.
No, this was actually his first movie. Oh, no, I was trying to think of Kurt Fuller was in this movie.
Kurt Fuller, I will forever put him as the guy in Scary Movie where he shows Sydney the fucking pictures and he's like this the whole time and shit. And I was like,
no, go back to that picture again. Nigga, that tracksuit.
That tracksuit.
Tracksuit.
That is peak. I eat Stover's microwave meals.
I eat the Stouffer's mac and cheese, the
mac and cheese,
the non-baked version.
live in
I
a
am-
one-bedroom apartment. I can't
I am
cook, so I
tired
eat
of
Stouffer's.
I eat Stouffer's. And I get mad when they run out of the Stouffer stuffing at Thanksgiving.
That bald head is iconic.
This is a man coming fresh off of Ghostbusters 2.
Knows how to play
All right,
sniveling
hold on,
people.
hold
Oh.
on. 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh, so that's 40 years old. He's 40 years old.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. I swear to God, I thought Kurt Furlow was like 33, and I was like, "That's 33." I was really about to go.
No.
By the
30,
way-
no. Him at 33 was that movie he did about the other nukes going off in LA at the tar pit.
Miracle Mile. Miracle Mile.
Miracle Mile.
Eric,
Man, Kurt
Yes,
Fuller, man.
yes, sir.
Eric.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we might be doing that when this one over here leaves.
Okay.
We actually might be doing that for 3 Red Weeks. That's
Okay.
actually the perfect time for D to talk about the movie that traumatized him for years.
Which
So-
is
Miracle
so-
Mile. Miracle Mile. It's a
Oh,
long
okay.
story behind it.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, the fact that okay. How
Give me the
about-
flashlight. Give me the flashlight. Hey.
No. He just took the flashlight from him, and disarmed it.
I
like
loved
was
it because he grabbed it. No, he did it right. Grabbed it, one twist, dropped it.
One twist drop.
He's cool.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's cool.
He's,
It's cool.
he's-
It's cool.
he's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all
Shout
right.
Shout out to his boys.
Bench.
Not jumping, but they did the low move in.
The lean in. I was like, no.
It's okay,
But-
man.
He's like, wait, no, Benjamin's my best friend. No. Benjamin is no one's friend. If Benjamin were an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick.
Dicks.
Like, yoink.
I like because you hear the clicking of the flashlight and you hear the batteries hitting the ground. That's the best part for me. He's cool, man. It's
It's
okay,
cool.
man.
It's cool.
It's gonna be fine.
Dude, the fact that he played an entire Foxy Lady joint in his mind when all he had to go was talk to his dream woman, which by the way, every time he saw her at the donut, like every time he saw her at the donut shop, the camera would always like careen and crash into him and make him fall over. He's like, oops, I fell.
Dude.
He's like, guys, what? He's like, what? What do you do? He's like, what do you do where every time you see this an amazing, wonderful woman, you think you're gonna hurl?
Hurl.
Like
She's
I say
not
hurl. I say hurl. Like if you blow chunks and she stays, she's yours. But if you spew and she bolts, it was never meant to be.
That doesn't work in this case, Wayne, but okay.
Hey, small little joke the movie did. A man getting his admissions done and he's giving them the money. He's all like, well, how about this? No, it's not enough. The change is still not enough. It's crazy. And then he puts puts the roll of quarters in there. All right, it's good enough. It's like, all right.
90s mechanics.
Guard. Like,
Get the car. We gotta go.
No. He wasn't that obvious. After he freaking scratched the car with it, he just walks with the lane and goes, I think we better go now.
I'm gonna be real with you. As a dude that did that to a car, how did you did it up so bad? I did that to a car and I got scared because the first thing that hopped in my mind was Wayne's World. It was something because I was trying to pop my air gun back in. When I did it, I didn't have it on lock. So when I popped it in, and I did it, and it hit the fucking car. It went like this. I looked at it, there was no mark on it. I was like, this.
Hey, did you love the dubbing of the big dude that Wayne that Garth ends up electrocuting? What do you want?
The dubbing, thank you.
He just tases this motherfucker. I'm like, I mean, was that necessary? Like, bro, like, all right, cool.
And I learned.
The pants. It's the pants.
I was just about to say the pants, the tracksuit on Kurt. No,
Like I said, man, Kurt.
Hit it.
The Nikes.
Yo, why? Yo. Do you peep the sassy stance?
Yes.
Kurt.
Nah, that's
That D.
that's the that's the alpha male stance. Actually, nah. Let's look at the shoe game going on down there. What's with the
What,
are those
the
the old Air?
Nikes?
Are those the old Air Maxes, nigga?
Yeah,
The
looks like it.
180s? The 180s?
Look like it. Look like
It
it.
look like it.
Look
That's what
like
I'm
it.
like. Hold up.
Shit's looking. He rocking the shit out of that, man. He confirming the fuck out of this. Like,
Hey, Mike, stop looking at Rob Lowe's ass. Okay, stop.
hey,
Wait, who are you gonna tell, Mike or Tia?
Hey, look, did you love how Tia? Hey, did you like how Tia looked at him like, is that you or the snake?
Okay,
Wayne?
that part was, that was such a staple in rock music. Even our the local band here in VA, Sound of Thunder. I know the
Oh,
lead
they do
singer,
the little snakes on the.
Well, no, she did it. Shout out to Nina. She did one of the videos that they did. She had like a whole ass python on her shit, right?
That was playing.
Yeah, well, singing her ass off for the music video. Now, same thing with Tia. She's got a whole ass boa constrictor on, like around her shoulders and shit. And when she said, and I quote, "I think the snake fell asleep," I'm like, oh, so that thing just added an additional 10 pounds to itself.
I mean, look, hey.
And the part where where she was basically giving that whole speech by Wayne, which by the way, I ended up memorizing that shit. When Rob walks up to her and he's standing next to her holding the damn thing, and it's like sliding over to her. When she goes, "Is that you or the snake?" So I just happened to look it up because I was like, you know what? That is one domesticated ass boa constrictor. What's going on with this? And I looked it up and found out that no, seriously, I looked it up and come to find out that they put clear tape around its mouth so that way it wouldn't bite. I'm like, no wonder that thing was so chill. Which by the way, that moment, I memorized that moment of Wayne, go home. No, I'm not going anywhere. Cassandra, I love you. You may not believe it, but I love you. Am I supposed to turn my back and leave? Am I supposed to be a man? Am I supposed to say, it's okay, I don't mind? I don't mind. Well, I mind. I mind big time. And you know what the worst part of all is? I never learned to read. Is that true? Yes, everything but the reading part.
Oh my god!
90s humor at its best.
By far one of my favorites.
Probably. I mean, probably the way the movie ends, like fish face. Here's
me. Y'all had no way to end this.
Oh, they ran out of gas.
It's good. That's good. No, it's cool. It's a comedy movie. You can do that.
Like you do the mega happy ending.
Oh yeah. When they said all the endings, I rolled.
Like you bring in the Scooby-Doo ending, and
I would have got away with it for you.
The fire at Wayne's house burnt.
The look on his face when it was on fire.
I like how Wayne had the Benny Siegel look, the Benny Siegel and all, and State Prop look.
My God.
Hey, look.
That was you and Eris. That's Eris and Chris. That is Chris with a dead Eris. My God.
This man carrying me like I'm the Joker. He's Batman.
Oh my God.
No. The fact that my man Rob Lowe, it's like here's how I know that was some very Blue Lives Matter shit. When he sat there and had him bent over and put out the fucking damn gloves.
Hold up. I got the best picture of that. Look how your boy just don't know what's coming. Look how he just don't.
That 1,000-yard Rob Lowe stare.
No. It's when the snap of the glove that perked him up.
Nah,
that's why.
That.
That's why I wanted to take the picture. I took the picture right before the snapping of the glove.
Bump that. It's the mini flashlight in his mouth that got me.
Yeah.
That's a man like, all right, man, stay still real quick. I got your ass.
Oh man.
Back when we were a proper country, where you could look up a man's asshole and it wasn't gay and it wasn't the
It was
police
just part of the
shooting
job.
him.
It was just part of the job.
Well, D, you go to an airport, you might have a gun up your ass, so you know you gotta get up in there. You know.
Well, no, in this day, Chris, in this day and age, it's a gun in your shoe. That's why they make it. That's why they make everybody
Asshole.
take it.
Let me
Evolution.
check your asshole.
Evolution. We don't put guns in our asses. We put them shits in shoes.
Put the shits in shoes.
Wow.
Or you just might happen to have like a belt with a surprise, a 1 bullet surprise, which they make everybody take.
He has a single razor blade. Everybody shoot him.
He's on the edge.
He's got a pocket knife that won't cut paper. Shoot him.
Take him down, man. She has a jar of salsa.
A steel sealed jar of salsa.
Apparently, if I put some Murray's hair cream in a bag, I'm on edge. I'm about to blow
Oh
up
man,
the
you
plane.
know, man. That look like C4. Nigga. You can't bring it.
Because this is pretty thick here.
But that leads to a question there, CJ. Is that can of Murray's that you got there? Is that in your check bag or your carry on?
Carry on, man. That's
These
dangerous.
are the questions.
Bro, if it's in the carry on, it's only X amount that you can carry. You can only carry about literally this much worth.
I don't know. Even a
This shit
quarter of
will
a
not
Murray's.
get you through a weekend, bro.
Dude, are you serious? A Murray's can't last you 15 years. What you talking about?
No. I'm talking about this shit, but the entry is very shallow.
Oh.
It's quite shallow. So.
All right, Garth. All right, Garth. Got you. Feel you.
Like trust me, it's just the aesthetic. The inside of it is only barely an inch.
But as we wrap this up and stuff, we talked about it during the and stuff. The soundtrack to, again, Fire. You know, obviously it's
$5,000. We got $5,000.
I gotta be honest with you, that is kind of like how we envision ourselves when we get money. If you think about it.
Think about it. 5,000. Basically, Rob Lowe gave them $10,000.
In 92, $5,000.
92. That's
the CD player with the Velcro attached.
Dude,
to
when
it.
he bust out the
Velcro.
fucking money for the fucking damn guitar, like ching ching, I'm like, goddamn, balling.
Yes. Thank you very much, Tevin. Garth's Dream Woman, played by Donna Dixon, Dan Aykroyd's former wife.
Dan Aykroyd is a guy that just has so many stories that's just random as hell that he knows. I swear to God.
I would listen to every single one of them.
It's like, Dan Aykroyd. I know a lot of stuff. Buy Crystal Head vodka.
And I would ask Dan, I'm like, Dan, can you tell each of your stories in the voice of a character that you played in the movie?
Dude, that is a 3-part podcast for 3BG if that ever happens. I'm like, all
yes.
right.
Now I get to tell you the story about how that time me and Harold Ramis stayed up for 3 days to write.
That's where
and when you do that, I need you to do it in your Zelensky voice from Tommy Boy.
What's my Zelensky voice? Do Chicago. Okay, my Chicago voice. All right, now there's
Don't you remember Dragnet? I was in that movie.
Dragnet. Look. I've been wanting 3BG to do a lot of the silly movies, more of the silly movies,
like Joe versus Volcano.
Not a Joe versus Volcano. I'm talking like scary movies.
Burbs.
I want us to do what's face again? I want us to do not another teen movie. I want us to do Airplane. I want us to finish Naked Gun so we can get to movies like the Man Who Knew Too Little. The rest of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to do silly movies, man. And that was actually one of them I was looking at, like, dog, wouldn't it be great if we go back to this?
I know we mentioned y'all mentioned MJ earlier. His manager was in this movie, Frank DeLeo.
Yep.
Yeah. When he what's the face at the end of the movie?
Mr. Big, yeah.
Mr. Big, yeah.
Frankie Sharp.
I like how that dude was like. I like how the whole setup was like. Luckily, he'd be watching. Like, isn't it amazing that we have all of this information from earlier?
Like, it seemed a bit extreme at the time, but aren't we glad we stuck around when that security guard had all that information?
Here's the funny thing: Mike Myers does that in every movie, And it's
Yeah.
always a roll of the dice if it's funny. I remember hearing him do a joke like that in Love Guru, and I was like, why am I still watching this? And I remember I forgot it was something that came up with the third Austin Powers where it was like that, and I did this. Hurry it up.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how, like, when you think about Wayne and Garth, they, because of the time period, got compared to Bill and Ted.
They
It
did.
was a time period.
Yeah, and I know it's a time period and stuff like that, but I do appreciate how, like, both like character groups were still different from each other
Because
they
isn't it funny, CJ, that this movie comes out a year before Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Mm-hmm. But I do feel I do feel the area where both characters are from makes a difference and stuff. Because again, you have one group of characters from Chicago, that area, and then you have another, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, and then you have another group that's in LA, basically San Dimas,
California.
Same thing. Suburban, stuck in the suburban life type of stuff, man.
But Wayne owns a house though.
No, that's his parents' house.
That's his parents' house.
This was his parents.
The most suburban ass house.
We never see. But remember, this is during the 90s where living with your parents made you look like a fucking loser.
Yeah, you're a kid. You're a kid because they play street hockey. You see, car. Game on.
See, they never really grew up. That's
hold on, but at the same time, every Friday night, they would take a ride in the Mirth Mobile, known as the Pacer. That freaking Pacer.
That Pacer.
That Pacer took him to the freaking donut shop.
Hey, look, man.
That's your Friday night.
Yo, Wayne looks like he has parents that come down. I have some Kool-Aid for you guys. Don't you know? That kind of shit.
You know what, Ryan? I like this, like I said, but that van's been out there too long. When are you going to get a real job? You know that happened.
That's the most sitcom thing ever. When are you going to get a real job?
Now, let me tell you something, y'all. I'm accredited field critic. I had no job. Here go my dad. Hey, you gonna make no money off that job, you dad. Don't start that shit. Hush that shit up, nigga. You know I don't get paid.
So what we got next, D?
So it's kind of funny. I kind of fell into a little thing where I wanted us to do movies that we've been wanting to do for a while, or at least things we wanted to do for a while. It's been kind of moving up to this week is this one. This week, this one for Wayne's World was me because I wanted to do Wayne's World for a long time. Next week is the fall episode. So is you, Chris. I mean, this next episode is yours. And it is a movie that Chris wanted to do for a while. In fact, he wanted to break into a series for a long time. And we're finally breaking into it. Y'all, I know this is going to sound crazy. We never talked. Well, actually, we did, but not a lot of y'all know about it. And we will be redoing that episode. But we are now going to introduce a lot of y'all to the world of Ernest P. Worrell. We are doing our first Ernest movie. And that is Ernest Goes to Jail. When Ernest, the everybody's favorite janitor, groundsman,
every man job,
every man job, goes to jail and gets arrested. He switches the identity with a man who looks an awfully lot like him,
when all you had to do was slick back your hair and you're evil.
Let me tell you something.
Look back your hair. Normal Ernest. Evil Ernest.
Let me tell you something.
It really was just be angry. You're evil.
Much like Raul Julia. Jim Varney was taken away from us when we really needed him. Jim Varney was much like, okay. We put up earlier Jimmy Fallon. That Mike Myers walks. Like somebody walks and somebody else can run. In my opinion, Jim Varney got to do what he did in a weird way. I think it opened up an avenue for Bryan Cranston. It sounds weird. I don't know how to put that together, but I've been kind of circling the block with that. It's not a fully thought out thought error, so don't try to push it.
I'll say this about
no. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm actually like putting myself in that position. I'm like, well, you know what? Yeah, because him playing Hal, very silly character in Malcolm in the Middle, and the fact that people thought that that's all he was going to like forever be remembered for, until AMC gave him that Breaking Bad job, and now he is forever Walter White.
But I think
And that's how it was for Jim Varney. Jim Varney was pinned down just doing comedy because let's just be real, Ernest was big. Know what I mean? It was a big deal. So yeah, so yeah, Ernest, you kind of stuck in that character. But unlike, this sounds like it's backhanded, and it is. Unlike Tyler Perry, he can actually do other acting. He can actually be more than the character that he is. And Jim Varney was actually a really good actor. He was actually Shakespearean trained, but all he was hampered to was comedy. And like I said, it's not his fault really, because Ernest was a big thing, and
I mean, kids like Ernest, and it was like very silly slapstick stuff. And Ernest Goes to Jail is probably like that, and Ernest Scared Stupid is funny because like Ernest Scared Stupid had the funniest line ever. The Great White Hope or something? Was it Great White Hunky or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the Great White Hunky, and he says the Great White Hunky. Dun, 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 dun. That shit had me fucking dying because it's just like with the way he delivers the line, it's just hilarious. And then Ernest Goes to Jail, all the goofy antics that he does, just as what at one point he dresses up as an old lady. With the neck thing and stuff.
No, I love it because Jim Varney basically does a white version of Maya Angelou. Young man, do you know what you're
And what makes it great is that he almost gets away with it. And again, the bit of the two prison balls, because that's how you know you did hard time in prison. You had the ball and chain. The prison balls.
Good old 90s, what we think jail is shit.
The prison ball drops down, and then this like the facade just goes. He was like, and they just throw his ass back in jail. It's funny. Just that is, it's just silly humor that just works for me.
So we can finally, like I said, I think this is the perfect time for us to go into earnest because we have experience and we can talk about this in full and have a good show on it. Everybody, thank y'all for staying up and watching this episode. Like always, watching us. We will see y'all next week. We are almost back on a normal schedule. Me and Chris, we got to hook up and do a couple sports shows and all that. But yes, we're almost back at 100%. It's going to be really rocky because DJ Sue is going to be leaving us next month. We will leave y'all with more information on that. And then after that, we got fucking BlurCon. And then after that, this tall one over here decided to get married this year. So it's going to be really weird. It's not going to be so much weird this year. It's going to be a quirky type of year, all right? So that's the best way I can say it. But anyway, that's the episode.
Peace.
So, yeah, we see you guys next week. Hey, Vern. Look at these black people talking about me.